let's begin the session. You have just exploded out of a poor little shaman's brain and taken his teepee with him, with you, up into the sky, and you are currently floating above the lovely forests of this planet. And
What is the name of the planet?
you don't fucking know.
No.
We don't know where we
I'm
are.
asking the DM.
Well, the
We,
DM's
we
not
Where
don't.
are
We don't know what.
I'm a
We don't know what time
scholar
we're
of
in.
What year
the
are we? Yeah, that's a
space.
point.
Yeah.
You
Like-
also don't know, but you'll find out. Wait, no.
But I don't
you'll-
know because I am on the planet, not.
You'll get an idea.
I need a night sky, and it's light. It was day when we arrived.
As you are floating there for just a second, high up just over the trees, your ship has taken a lot of damage over the weeks, and you hear something crack underneath, and you see the wings flicker out of existence
No.
as you plummet to the ground.
Oh no.
Now, luckily,
One.
you're not too high up, so the ship
Hang
falls with quite a hit, but the general kind of structure of the thing is still
Hang on.
intact. Yes,
Hang
Chris.
on.
Can I? How bad is it? Like, is this repairable, or is this actually like?
Oh, it's not. No, it's not
fucked.
curtains. Don't worry. I'm not gonna just like execute your
Are,
ship
are
at the
we
start of the
falling?
session.
Are we falling? Because if we are falling, I have a spell for that.
Oh, you guys are fine because you're still floaty from the deal, the dinner, the meal.
Oh, that's
The
good.
meal. Okay, so it's
So you guys are fine. It's just, well, actually, hang on. Are you in the cabin?
I think
I
we
can't
were
remember
last
where
time.
we left
think-
it.
So now
When-
you're, now
last
you're
time
just
we
stuck
left-
to the ceiling of
When we
this
left
cabin.
last time, I believe we were in the cabin. We burst the fuck out of a bear's mind. There's probably a hole where the ship came out
I thought it was a
of.
fur
And there's a load of little
neither.
Ewoks looking at us.
That is true.
And I
Wait, so
explained to
are the
them-
little like. Are the little bears like in the ship with us?
No, they're
No,
they're
they're on the
below.
bottom.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna say, well, so none of you, fuck it. You float down. You see your ship. You see your ship give way underneath you as you slowly, daintily fall down behind it. And you see it splat on the floor just outside the village. Luckily, you don't kill anybody.
any
any
more
extras. You
Ewoks.
don't. Very luckily,
Good.
they, the few that might have been standing in the way, jump out of the way because they're nimble little shits. And it's not destroyed, but it is not going anywhere anytime soon. You're gonna have to find someone to fix
Why
your
are
ship.
you crying?
Coral's just like, my ship!
Well, don't worry, Captain. My unseen servant. Remember, he fixed the back window with all those planks.
Hey, you'll be fine.
I don't think your god would like somebody who cries.
You know shit.
That's
You
not-
know fucking shit.
It's not wrong. I don't know. I'll get to decide. It's understandable. I'm sure we'll be fine with it. Right. So
Oh, no, it
you
opened.
You slowly, daintily fall down. You land softly on the floor, surrounded by a lot of these small, sort of 4 foot tall creatures with these big, wide, adorable eyes.
I am so much taller than
They're
you.
covered in this lovely, sort of vibrant green, soft fur, and they're kind of squeaking and gibbering at each other. They're adorable. They're utterly the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Do you think I would realise, or we would realise that we've blown out of someone's head?
There's a teepee at the front of your ship, and brains everywhere. You could probably
There's
put it
some
together.
brains on your. in your
Gilda,
top pocket.
roll a
That's,
intelligence check.
oh. Okay. That's intelligence. 5.
Perfect. You nailed it. Just. You recognise
Oh,
these
okay.
as coex.
I got a 5 as well.
Oh, you don't know.
Oh.
You don't know what they look like, but this
Okay,
is
coex.
this is Dorian. You know this place. Well, at least you know of it.
Ah.
You've heard of it before.
Oh, wait, yeah, I have.
You have.
Um,
You just mentioned you'd
I
like to
need to
go
go
there
back
one
to.
day, and it was cute, and so that's where you are here now. Yes, good.
Yes, of course.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
would you say
Yes.
Gildas knew where it was well enough to identify it in the stars?
I think it's probably more that he'd probably be able to identify it by the landscape, I guess.
No, but as in like does he know where he is? Like because he knows he's on
I
Dorian, does he know where he is in relation to everywhere else in the universe? Or
I think
do you think he
traveling
just
around on the ships I've probably
Everywhere.
heard of it or heard people who've gone to it. I may have a general location, but not like an exact.
If,
I know where everything is.
okay? Make an intelligence check then.
17 minus 1, so that's 16.
Okay. Well, based on a couple of key markers that you know to look for, because you know it's roughly near a couple things that you're familiar with. Looking up in the sky, it's not quite right. It's definitely not where it's meant to be.
Okay.
Summing up, the sky ranges from a kind of the lightest it gets is a sort of like early evening kind of light, and then the darkest it gets is a kind of twilight. It doesn't really vary much between night and day. You can basically always see the stars.
can I
Hence
see
the
where...
big adorable eyes on all the little
Aw.
creatures.
Well, firstly, this is adorable, and I'm having the best time, especially after what's happened to us. So I wave at all that. Secondly, something's wrong. Just judging by where I'm looking at the stars, like I'm not. I won't toot my own horn like you, Captain. You're a seafaring, spacefaring traveller, but from what little I know about the maps, this doesn't seem to be in the right place.
I have the maps.
I am the maps.
I
The
opened
maps.
my spell book that is also a star map.
Okay, Chris.
So
Make
could I possibly
sorry.
point to it?
What do you say?
Could I possibly point to it on his maps if I can read his maps at all,
I think
or
so.
help him?
Between you.
Okay.
He's turned into a chair. Hang on.
Where are my dice?
What is it about Dungeons and Dragons that no one ever remembers to start with their dice nearby?
That's the one
It
thing
is a
I
dice
had prepared.
game.
I had my
No,
dice more
the
prepared than my
dice-
PC.
The
How
dice
well
have moved
do I recognise the map that he's just pulled
down
out?
there now.
Pretty well. Yeah, I'd say you've been around. You're pretty well versed in the world. You don't know every last little nook and cranny, but it's like saying if if someone showed you a map of the world, you don't have to be a genius to know roughly where you should be on it.
Yeah.
You
Or
could
like
probably point to England.
Or like,
That
let's
sort
say
of
if
thing.
let's say if I had a local map, I could easily work out my orientation in relation
Yeah.
to the map. I wouldn't know exactly where I was, but a bit
What?
of deducing.
What is it?
What is it?
Nature, history, arcana, intelligence?
I'm just gonna say Arcana. It's not though, is
Arcana.
it? We need to invent a skill that's just called astronomy.
Is it nature?
We're gonna call it astronomy, and it's
Astronomy.
you obviously have proficiency in the skill.
Would I have proficiency in this skill?
Is
I don't know. It's up to you.
1, 2,
I guess we'll
7.
talk about it later.
25.
Okay. You know where Dorian is on the map, and you can tell clear as day that you're nowhere near where you're meant to be.
Can I try and read the map as well? Sorry. After you've told both this.
I mean, he's going to tell you everything.
Okay.
So won't worry about
We
it.
all crowd around the map, but depending, I don't know whether I'm reading it or not.
Based on
Now.
I mean, so the drift of the planets and the stars is not easy to kind of it's reasonably chaotic. It's like trying to sort of figure out which particle of dust in a dust storm should be where at what time, just slowed down and on a big scale. You get that being said, you know that you're definitely behind where it should be by quite a margin.
Guys, good news. So you know how we kind of killed a man? Well,
Yeah.
that technically hasn't happened yet because we are an indeterminate amount of time in the past.
You know it's a lot. With a 25, you know it's a lot.
It is.
Like,
A
okay,
lot.
I'll put it this way.
If
You've
I
never
could
seen this
quantify how
you have
much-
never seen this. This is before your lifetime. Like, you've never seen
This
these
is
stars.
before I was born, and I'm
What?
pretty old at the age of
What?
22.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's
But
not...
like probably, I'm thinking like maybe when my professor was a baby is like the earliest, and that's like if we're lucky, like it could be a lot longer. It could. Your dad might not be born yet.
Nah, pretty sure.
If there's time stuff, maybe you become your dad's mum. That'd be crazy.
Uh,
I could become-
I had a thought of something not dissimilar to this, but we'll get there when we get there.
I
But I
could
do
meet
have some
my
bad
parents.
news. Your
and become
boyfriend
friends
is
with them.
probably not alive at the moment.
well,
But
I will
technically
deal
isn't
with
dead.
that. I will deal with that. You could just ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist.
Any historical figures that you've ever...
I could meet my parents
We're
and
making
become
a cult.
friends
We're
with
gonna
them
be
before they were
changing the
born.
timeline anyway. I mean, let's just go full hog on this, you know?
Can you please stop talking about my family tree? Thank you. That is
Something
none
tells
of
me
your
Carl
What
is
business.
family tree? It doesn't exist.
It doesn't
I'm assuming. I know that there is red beards kicking about. I just don't know which ones are kicking about.
Yeah, which
Wow.
ones? Well, I mean,
You're not a great granddaughter, or great granddaughter, or great great granddaughter.
yeah, you don't, you know.
No. It's not that I don't know which ones are kicking about. I do know my family history. I just don't know when we are, so therefore I don't know
Yeah.
which ones are currently kicking about right now. Thank you very much.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Or if any, to be honest, I mean,
If
I
any.
don't think you have you have like the Redbeard family
Maybe.
history kind of trails off into myth at some point. So
Yes, but there,
it's
Wow.
there
it's,
is-
it's, you know,
they are an ancient family. Like, there's,
yeah.
So there's
Maybe
Ancient
your
in
Redbeard
the-
prime.
what?
Maybe your Redbeard prime.
Maybe I'm
Redbeard Prime.
What?
I don't know how that would work out, but
I
you
think
know.
Wow.
Redbeard Prime is a dragon. So
Yeah, I think
don't
Redbeard
know.
Prime is a dragon.
Oh, that's his name, by the way. Fucking hell.
Redbeard Prime.
Excellent. I'm so proud of you, Chris.
No.
I'm just thinking
Anyway,
Optimus Prime now.
It's
From
Redbeard
what I
Prime.
know about Dorian, I don't believe there's a cult on there, so already we're gonna be fucking this timeline up right off the bat, because these good little boys are gonna be our first devotees. Who wants to be who in terms of religion? I back the Oracle.
Well, it would make sense.
I don't know who else you have in a religion.
There's not. I mean, there's
There's
So there's the bishop.
the Bish down.
He's like the
yeah, but
he's like
Which one talks to a lot of people?
All of them. It's a
all
religion.
of them.
it's a religion.
Which one gets you going out and making new chums?
You can be one of those Mormons who go door to door.
Hello.
Huh.
My
You
name.
don't know what a Mormon is.
Hello. My
I
name
don't-
is
I-
Elsa
I don't-
Jordas.
One of
I
those
would like to
gorgons
share
who go
with
door
you
to
the
door and
most
petrify
amazing
if you
cult.
don't join up to the snake god.
Why have you
Oh,
guys
I
decided
know
you're an
that.
evil cult? I'm not saying no, but
I haven't decided
Whoa.
we're evil.
Well,
I
I-
just
the
want
difference
treasure.
between a
I-
religion and a cult is a very fine line.
Depends
I have
on
definitely
that
Perceived
decided.
morality.
I mean,
I-
it depends on the morality of our gods, which at the moment I've kind
pretty
of
dead.
been fast and loose with, to be
They're,
honest.
they're not evil. They're not good.
Mine's-
They're kind of just there.
I'm going to be a god.
Mine was happiness and
do
joy,
probably
like-
for all of them.
Mine seems to be kind of on the offensive side, the angrier
Yeah.
side.
He's he's rambunctious, but he's not like evil. So, anyways, The
Can you
you're
guys
having this
understand what
discussion
we're
about how far
saying?
back in time
Yeah.
you are, and there is a village of coax staring unblinkingly at you all, very
Can I like
afraid.
Is
can I maybe
common the
like try and
dominant
insight
language
them
in this
and see
time
what they're
period?
thinking?
I'm asking the coex.
They they do not respond.
Can I try and like insight them and see what they're thinking?
what did-
Maybe like whether they want to like
Wait,
Go for
murder
it.
us
What did
Roll
or
an
Ushu
insight.
say?
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
Ushu say to the coax?
he was asking them if
So-
common is the dominant language,
Oh.
and they did not reply.
Do I add anything to it?
See, that could be a
Your wisdom,
time thing.
and
or
if you are proficient in it, your proficiency bonus.
We are
Scarlet.
7.
They seem apprehensive and like you just blew up their leader.
Oh no.
But also, yeah, that's all you get.
Okay,
Not with
yeah.
I'm not telling you more
Well, I
than
mean,
with
with
a
a 7.
Yeah.
So, Cap, how do you want to deal with this
I
shenanigan
should ask
we've
now
got
because this
ourselves into?
changes the session a lot. Do any of you have comprehend
How-
languages?
What?
Do any of you have comprehend languages? Because if
I
you
can
do,
sense emotion.
Nope.
no one has it.
Bro,
Epic.
I can sense emotion.
We're going the long way round, motherfuckers. Strap in for a ride.
Wait. If I can sense their emotion, it's fine.
You can't. It's definitely not that good.
And I can. Oh, I've got it, everybody. I've got it. Okay. I'm going to take out my quill, and I'm going to poke into my ear, and I'm going to encode a thought of us with the gods. And I'm gonna be like, who wants to have their mind blown?
No, you can't.
I can communicate with my thoughts. They can't communicate back. It's a one way. I can take some of their thoughts, but I wouldn't know what I'm taking, so we'd be getting gobbledygooked out of random memories.
I don't think
Or thoughts.
saying who wants their mind blown is the best thing because they've literally
Well,
just
luckily
They
seen.
don't know what I'm
They've
saying.
just seen someone have their
They've-
literal
they've just
mind
seen someone-
blown.
I've just seen an
No.
already
Which one
an
is the
actual
most
mind, though.
curious?
Which one of you is the most curious?
Which one? I'm looking at which one is the most curious and is the closest that I could give them the memory.
Make a charisma check.
Charisma check. Ah, I'm not terrible at
You're not
this.
terrible
It's
at that.
fine.
Can I?
I think it's my second highest stat. Could have been Constitution, but you know. 10.
You see the tallest looking Koek further into the village. There's a village of little sort of huts. There's about 10 to 15 of these little sort of huts. They're all beautifully painted with murals and sort of images and all sorts of lovely stuff. And you see the tallest one in the corner pick up the staff from the shaman, which is this sort of almost metallic grey stuff. Doesn't look like anything else they have. And above it are floating. Let's get this right.
I step behind
a floating
Captain
version
Coral.
of a smaller, more fluffy Koek.
I wish. There are three sort of stones, like gemstones, floating above the sphere. This stuff. One is an incandescent blue sphere. The other is a marbled scarlet and blue sphere. And the third is a marbled pink and green sphere. And they're sort of hovering. And he holds it. And he walks up to you. And just sort of, you hear this kind of, he makes this sort of noise of sort of gibberings and squeaks and things.
Can I try
Yeah,
saying
you go.
hi
He-
in Gnomish and then Draconic as well to see if they ever get a response from either of them? Just to.
What an interesting idea. I hadn't considered Gnomish.
I can speak deep speech or quarry, but I don't think either. I don't
don't
they're
think
gonna
any
speak
of these
either
are gonna work, I'm
those. I think it's very unlikely.
I think
Take my.
he gingerly takes the quill.
I believe the now let me have a look at encode thoughts because I've not been able to use this in this way yet. which is quite exciting.
Do I get a response from the gnomish?
Nah. Nah.
Do they just look at me very confused?
Either
As soon as he
confused.
grabs it, he gets the memory.
Oh, okay. What memory
or
are you encoding?
idea or message. I've gone. We've just met God, and it's my memory of us all, like the first thing when we see them all in a circle around, and they're like, whoa.
Sure, let's blow these people's minds.
Metaphorically and
And the feelings that I got when I was there, like,
You
whoa,
see
I'm
him. You
connected
see,
with
yeah,
God.
he is overcome with emotion and sensation, and he's kind of having a bit of a fit. And as he finishes his thought, he hands it
That
back,
shit.
and he beckons you over, and he towards the ship actually, that towards the front of the ship to the tent that you took with you, and he gestures as it on the underside. You can just see kind of lifts up one of the panels. On one of the bits of fabric is a picture that resembles 6 different coloured kind of blobs sitting on top of what looks like a jellyfish.
Hey!
Ooh.
I just sort of go.
I think
We
these
were there.
guys are good at that.
And then he also shows you on one of the panels to the side of it. This looks very freshly painted. He shows you 3 people. I should ask, what are you all wearing, like in terms of colours?
Red.
I
Red,
am wearing.
brown.
I
Yeah,
have
I
a
figured
picture of
it
me,
was red.
actually.
Thanks. I'm asking the others, obviously.
No, you're not. You asked
No,
I have
us.
a picture.
I'm wearing leather armor. I'm guessing it's more greenish, like foresty.
Okay, and Ushi?
I am. So first off, I've got Mr. Onisomnia behind me still. So it is. I'm not wearing my Hawaiian stuff. I'm wearing my serious garb. So
You still sunburnt?
It's fading a little bit, but I'm
Peeling.
probably gonna reburn here when
That
there's
is no
no
sun here, you're
nighttime. So it's like a black cloak,
Yep.
and like basically my ponytail is kind of like twirling around in the sky behind. I've got glowing green eyes, and underneath my cloak, I have patterned like this inner pattern of like green eyes, all on the inside, which kind of you can see as like kind of at the lower center as it kind of splits open. You can kind of see the eyes within it.
Okay.
And I'm wearing sandals and socks.
Well, you see with the light behind them on this mural, very freshly painted. It's the newest looking mural. A red figure, a green figure in the center, and a black figure with green kind of embellishments, and very, very clear. Seemingly one of the clearest parts of the image is the sandals, with a sort of jellyfish-looking thing next to you. Or at least I think, knowing that you have a jellyfish, you could identify as, that's probably what that is. With Gilda stood in the center, and a sort of almost like a halo behind, like the center of the kind of light that's sort of shining out. Yeah, like the sort of biblical like stained glass images and stuff like that. That's coming out from the
I'm
center.
thinking of a certain new game
Game
cover. Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
That game cover.
Yes, yeah, new.
It's still new.
Anyways,
Or traditional Catholic artwork of saints, you know, either or.
Now, Borderlands 3, I think, is where
But
we're.
Borderlands 3 is the prime example.
Prime example.
he actually this character, he's pretty excited now. He's kind of jumping up and down and pointing, and he kind of looks to you for confirmation that you understand what he's kind of trying to
Yeah.
say to
Yeah,
you.
we nod like yes. Like I point at myself, be like,
No
yeah,
idea.
that's me.
No clue. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Couldn't understand any of
I
that.
was like, yeah, that me. That me.
Okay, guys. I think this is a message
You think?
that they're trying to send
You
us.
think?
I don't. Anyone have any suggestions?
Ushu, you see this image here? I gesture at the one of where there's the 3 of us, very biblical, you know, Borderlands picture. I'm like, right, the red one, that one's me. The green one's Gildas. I point to Gildas,
Doesn't
and you
look
know the
like
black
you.
one? That's you.
Too small.
Oh,
So why have
The
why
sizes
have
are
the
actually
gods?
perfect, I will say. But I find it funny that like, nah, I'm taller
I'm
than that.
bigger than that. I didn't.
But why have the gods sent us to here,
well,
to now,
clearly there's some
to the
link.
Koyaks?
We'll just
Clearly,
bullshit.
there were some identical people who came by earlier. Maybe it's us in another time jump,
Exactly.
and they drew it on
Maybe,
there.
Or maybe we come back here in the past.
maybe what we need to do is we need to
Insight check.
bullshit
You can
something.
do an insight check.
Can I do an insight check?
We'll just make something
Agreed.
up.
What are you trying to incite?
Meaning in these. Don't worry. So, with my advantage, I rolled a 6 and a 9, and my -3 is a 6.
You rolled a 6. And what are you trying to assert here?
He's trying to show me something.
Well,
I'm connecting. I'm
He's-
looking. I'm like, can you give me any more
You don't
information
need
about
an
this?
insight check.
You barely need an insight check. With a 6, I will give you that he's elated at the fact that you are here, and that you seem to have the knowledge he expected you guys to have. And
What's Sushu's
Very
intelligence?
it's like they were waiting for you.
It's 18 and my wisdom is 4, so
Like they're a bit bummed out that you exploded the shaman, but this new shaman, or at least acting shaman, the one holding the
Acting
staff,
shaman.
is kind of he's you
Hopefully
got
they're not too worried.
they're
Yeah.
still apprehensive. The rest of the villagers are a bit confused, but
Um,
so the Koak runs around to the front because
sorry.
this tent is kind of beached on the prow of your ship that's been smashed into the ground. So you can't pull it all out, but he's kind of gesturing to you to help him drag the rest of this kind of medium-sized tent
Right, Ushu,
out
can you
out
do
from underneath
can you
of this
do
ship.
me a favour? Can you? I know you're a strong boy. Can you help get?
Oh yeah, he's
I
quite
am
strong.
very
Can you
strong.
help get the teepee out from under the ship?
I guess as the strongest person here, I shall have to do it.
I mean,
I go over.
there's plenty of room. You can all lend a
No,
hand.
I'm not helping a hand.
Oh
No.
yeah, I'll go.
No,
I'll lend
don't
a
worry,
hand.
guys. I've got this.
No, I'm not helping.
I've got it. I'll.
No, Gildas.
Okay.
I insist. I've got it.
Okay.
You go do your forest thing and figure out what that picture means.
Do your forest thing or something. All right, do a strength check
Honestly.
Do a structure.
with
21.
athletics if you need. 21. Oh, fucking hell.
I don't have athletics. I rolled an 18.
Yank it. You pull the whole thing cleanly out, and you manage to do it in a way where, I mean, the underside is pretty soily, but it's still intact fully. And all the little village will sort of cheer. This was clearly an important. It's by far the largest structure of any of the houses.
It's like I've raised a skyscraper for these.
And they all rush around and they go about putting it back in place. And as you see on the sides, and the new leader Koak is kind of showing you, he points to several different murals of. He points to the one of you, and then he points to this one of this large spider-like creature. It's like a sort of it's got 4 arms and 2 legs and 6 eyes that glow like 1, 2, 3, and big fangs, and it looks horrible. It's the whole mural, and it's this monster thing, and it's got in one hand it's got like a little green fuzzball, which you interpret to be a Koak.
I get it. That's you, Gildas.
What?
You walk around to the other side. There's sort of several. There's an octagonal tent, so there's lots of different murals. But the ones he's showing you, there's
like a
one
comic
of
strip.
a opening in a mountainside, and it's kind of like a cross section of the ground. So you can see the cave, and then you can see the sort of hole down, and then beneath you see this just sort of there's the soil, which is kind of brown, and then beneath all of that there is this large black mass that is kind of just horizontal, just a sort of thing. It's enormous though. If this were a mountain, this is easily bigger than the mountain. It dwarfs everything. It's the focus of the picture. And he's pointing at it and pointing at you guys.
Could I try speak with animals spell?
They're not animals, and Gildas would know it wouldn't work, unfortunately.
Okay. That's
Also
fine.
because
That's all right.
mainly just because that spell doesn't work on anything with an intelligence level higher than intelligence higher than like
Yeah.
4. So
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Wait,
Yeah.
Gildas,
not that stupid.
do you know speak with animals?
Yes, but
I have an
unfortunately.
idea.
Oh, okay.
What if he knows speak with animals and we catch a squirrel and send notes to the squirrel?
Well,
You have like
yeah.
10 animals with you. Why do you need a squirrel for that?
Oh my god! Pepe Girl's still on the ship!
Oh yeah, you haven't checked. Zealous is still on the ship. You've just completely forgotten.
And Errol's right here.
Good, Errol's fine.
All safe.
What is
Yeah.
Alice doing right now?
Pepe
Well, you
Girl
have to
has
check
an
if
intelligence
she's even breathing.
low
Right.
enough to work.
No, I don't give a shit about Zealous. I just want
To be fair,
about Zealous.
I did wrap Zealous around
good.
Pepe Girl, so if anything happened to Zealous, he cushioned the blow to Pepe Girl.
Unless it's the other way around, in which case Zealous crushed.
Oh no, I wrapped the body round to make sure to protect.
Sure.
It'll be fine.
Well
Should
then.
be fine.
So, yeah, I mean, from the outside, the ship is bashed. Like, the hull is cracked, but it's not, like, split into a million pieces. It's just, this thing ain't
My
flying.
ship.
Yeah,
My ship.
you have to
Have
get
to
it repaired.
repaired. By who?
Pancake.
Who indeed?
Yeah, boss. I've changed it to this now. It's going to be a mafioso boy.
Awesome.
Because
Taking
the
it.
Jersey accent wasn't happening. Boss, what do you need? Can you go up to the ship, please, and go see Pepe Girl and go grab him? Also, the wasp hornet bee thing, just check if that's okay. Okay,
Also your piano as well.
now.
It's probably been smashed
Oh,
a bit.
also my piano, but I don't have great hopes for that. Don't worry, I have another one because that was one I took from a concert hall.
Oh yeah, you did have 2. Where's the second one? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
On the tour ship,
Oh god,
which is
probably not even been built yet.
maybe at my parents' house if my adoptive parents are about. God knows.
Lord. So yes, the Pancake flies back. He finds Zealous is just breathing, but deeply unconscious and bleeding
Yeah.
wasp blood or whatever the fuck.
Fine.
Oh, maybe I should try and do a cure wounds.
Why has he gone French? Sacre bleu! No.
Could I try I'll do a level. I'll do a level 2 cure wounds.
Wait, we're not on
We're
the
not
ship.
next to it, Gildas. He's just
Oh,
we're not on the
floating
ship.
to the
Sorry.
ship.
You can
So
go.
you
can
can
go on
go-
the ship if
You're
you
allowed
want
to go on the ship.
Hey,
It's a free.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
well,
know how
I'll
far
come
the
on.
ship
I'll,
was.
You're like kind of.
Well, before I
want to
check on
leave
Zealous, then I've got to check on my all-important bonsai. Make sure, like, is it still in its pot? The pot survive?
I like
The
to
pot-
think you have.
The pot is a bit
You've
cracked,
run-
but the hot it's intact. It's been chipped. The rim of
I
it's
like
been
the
chipped,
fact that
and it's probably lost a bit
we've-
of soil, but it's in one piece.
Okay,
We've
that's
run
fine.
in. Zealous is half dead on the floor. I run to the left for Pepe Girl.
He's run to the-
run to the right for the
Carl's
bonsai.
not
I
even
just
got
like
it.
my ship outside. Just like.
Guys, bend the
Well, how
bonsai's
is Pepe
fine.
Girl?
Pepe Girl is unconscious, but less bashed up than Zealous being. Just...
Wake up!
I think it wakes up just about. Looks pretty battered, but I don't know how many health points it has, but it's lost some of them.
I need to use you to talk to some fuzzy creatures.
So you're gonna
Here
you're
we
gonna
go.
both
I've
cast.
got an animal.
You're gonna cast speak with animals on one dude, speak with animals on one of you lot, and then try and figure
Yeah,
out.
just so you know, I've only got one level spell slot left and one 2-level spell slot. Yeah, so I can only do one. I can only do speak with animals one more time. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to see whether he.
How long
has
does
it,
Speak with
'cause if we
Animals
can do
last?
it both.
10 minutes.
Sleep.
You better get a lot of information out through a Pepe goal.
I'm gonna go up to the shaman. I'm gonna be like, "Speak, bird. Yes, yes.
You're waving a
sneaky-
gull at him. He's kind of.
I'm going ba 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 ba.
Sneaky, you bird. Speaky, speak.
Speaky,
Maybe.
speaky.
No good. I don't know.
While Ushu's doing that, I'll
I
cast
don't know
Cure Wounds
whether
on
simplified classic
Zealous,
sign language is a
level
thing here,
2.
or now.
That is. So Zealous gets 12 points back.
Oh, fantastic! Zealous is practically completely healed then. You see
Oh,
Zealous kind
smashing.
of shake her head and look around and just complete
Zealous,
vacancy.
thank goodness.
It
You're
kind of-
alright.
Kind of looks at you and just sort of looks off. Just wanders off.
Now Zealous. Zealous,
Stop.
wait. We should explain. We need to explain.
Just-
This is
just-
the past.
She's just kind of
and
bumbling off.
also-
No, wait. Zealous, you've got a big head wound. You've got to sit down and maybe some concussion or something like that. I'm not a doctor.
Zealous
That's
is
where I
not.
leave it.
Zealous is not.
Zealous
flying.
is gone.
First off, so we have a concussed wasp flying around the planet, which pretty sure, looking at it, no
I mean,
ship has
I-
landed here yet at this point in time. So if he doesn't
I mean,
come back
Ushu,
onto the ship, no one's gonna talk to him. Which, you know, as the one witness to our crime, which technically hasn't happened yet. Actually, this isn't too bad. We could just leave
Well,
him.
Firstly, he may not be concussed again. Not a doctor. Not medical advice. Secondly, Zealous was remember our dinner with him. He was a good guy. We should,
I love it. I love that you're like, nah, Zealous was lovely. The
Remember the blackmail?
the female that you keep misgendering.
Zealous the
Remember the
Hornets.
blackmail?
They were cool.
Does Zealous blackmail you?
No, we blackmailed
You
Blackmailed.
no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
should
no,
go
you
back
blackmail
onto
her.
the ship.
That is true.
And then she has been unconscious the entire time. And only now has woken up. So in terms of what Zealous knows, it is nothing.
Oh,
And
no,
if he
Zealous
talks
wasn't-
about any of what happened, he's gonna be...
Zealous wasn't
She-
unconscious in the realm of dreams. Zealous was just sort of like on
Yeah,
standby,
stunned.
kind of like just out of
Yeah.
it.
Also, he didn't come up and talk to the god, so he
See.
doesn't know.
See.
In fact, is it? I mean, I left the ship in the valve thing with the anchor for a good long while. Do you think I frazzled his brain? Have I frazzled Pepe Gold's brain? Are you okay, Pepe Gold?
Pepe Gold's fine.
Errol looks very frazzled, which means he's perfectly normal and everything.
Frazzled ass out.
Frazzled most of the time.
Okay, so
Good old Al.
what are we doing?
The coex are looking at you now. They're currently kind of assembling a meal,
Oh, no.
and one of them, the
Oh.
shaman, sort of gestures towards the pot that is on the fire.
Well, Ushu, you know
Considering
about
this isn't on
etiquette.
any of the
like-
artwork, they were surprisingly chill with the massive hornet flying out of the ship into
Oh,
the
no,
land.
I mean, they paid attention, but it just wandered off, so they
to
weren't
be
sort of
fair,
too
to be
concerned.
fair, if gods did land somewhere and the wasp came out of a big ship that you've never seen before, like tomatoes, that's kind of the stuff you'd expect.
I mean, yeah, everyone's mostly focused on you guys and the ship. The wasp, the hornet, almost went
I'm very
unnoticed.
much just worrying about the ship.
Do you think that... You know how your ship used to be kind of shit and kind of a basic bargain bucket? Well, because we're in the past, this might actually be some high-tech machinery. You should probably be careful.
Carl just goes to Ushu like, it wasn't shit!
It was my
It was
first
my
But it
birthday
wasn't
present.
present.
shit. It was... old-fashioned, shall we
wasn't.
say. It had a certain je ne sais
it
quoi to it. It's a
wasn't.
very traditional ship,
It's
but
a
maybe
conservative
now
ship.
it's a conservative ship. What, it can
Oh,
turn
gnomish
invisible
style.
and that's
So
it?
last year.
No,
God.
This is all lies. This is all bullshit.
It's okay. I mean,
Ushu.
you could have gotten a ship right and improved it. I'm just saying that now this ship might be unworkable on to upgrade because this has probably got technology
Who
people
is the
haven't seen.
pirate here? Me. Who knows shit about ships? Me. Who knows nothing about ships? You. Shut up.
I know about history, and I know that you're not a shipwright, you're a pirate.
Yes. Who has grown up on a ship basically her whole life.
Yes, but we don't know. I'm just saying we don't know how far in the
Past,
future we are.
past,
so
past.
ships have evolved quite a bit. I'm just saying space travel has not always been a thing. You think that you've always been a pirate? There was a time, and this is crazy, where everyone was on planets and nobody went into space.
I'm pretty sure my family.
Maybe we're back then.
Pretty confident my whole family has been pirates our whole lives, so yeah, we're good there.
Infinite
But they'll be
Infinite
pirates
space
with shitty land ships with
Tricky
the
land ships.
bloody water necessary to use them. What's even the point? Where are you going?
Are
To
you doing
other
the
side of
sodding
the
speak with
planet?
animals or not? Do you?
He
do
doesn't have any
He
spell
doesn't
slots.
have-
Ah,
Oh
I
yes,
see.
no,
We're gonna
I've
have to
got one level,
Well,
one
if
level
he,
there.
well,
So
no,
you
if he,
couldn't
no,
do
no,
it.
no.
Like you
No,
couldn't do the
if
two-way
he-
conversation.
Does communicate with animals.
He's not responded to my question.
On the shaman.
I don't know whether
the
he
shaman
can,
can communicate
the
with
shaman.
Peppergull, and Peppergull can communicate with Ushu. However, I do not like the idea of that plan at all.
Pepe
No,
Gold
Pepe
can't
Gold-
My
communicate.
intelligent,
He can
my
just
intelligent
repeat
mind
Peppergull
what
can
he
only
says.
repeat stuff. I
Yeah.
think you overestimate what a pelican. The fact that my pelican can repeat stuff is,
Well, yeah.
quite frankly, a miracle of biological engineering.
So
and
what?
exactly why?
The manta ray can talk anyway, so that would imply he has too high an intelligence for it to work.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not happening.
this plan's not working.
The stingray is off the table. We could try it on the spirit, but I don't think he's an animal.
It's not really an animal, is it?
Also, not technically here. He is a spirit representation of him.
Yep.
I think maybe we rest in this village of Ewoks, and in the morning we have a go
What's
at
an
talking.
Ewok?
Oh, these. I don't know.
The Koyaks.
Correct.
You know,
Koyaks.
He's not. He's
My
close to
mind-
it, to be honest. Could just be his
my
pronunciation.
mind is filled up with captures
Correct.
at the moment. I have gone through quite a hell of a day. My brain is quite frankly
Right.
frazzled.
Okay.
I am an
okay,
information
let's
box.
all have a bit of a sit down. Get our minds together. And, just have a minute, bit of a sit down, and we'll reconvene in the morning. Get
Charge.
re-energized.
Re-energize.
The coax invite you to partake in some stew with them. They have a little sort of ceremony to celebrate what you roughly can put together. It seems to be a sort of inauguration ceremony for the new shaman. He gives a little
Gilgas,
speech
can I
and
eat this
chirps
stew?
and squeaks. Why are you asking Gildas?
I don't know, like, you're a nature person, and maybe it's got mushrooms that aren't poisonous to the bears and are poisonous to us. I just needed to check the stew before we eat it. I'm not even going to talk to Scarlet about it. She's probably eaten it without giving it a second thought because she's a pirate. That's
Did
how
you-
she
did you eat
operates.
I mean, right, so you know social etiquette better than anybody, and you know that it would be very rude to deny eating the stew that they've
Social etiquette is
graciously
so
offered
off
you.
the table with the cultural barrier.
One of them hands you a
So
bowl
this is-
and he kind of bows.
I've got to...
I go thank you and go to wash my hands in it.
The coax sort of looks at you and sort of dips his hand in and then like slurps it and then sort of
No, yeah, no, I slurped mine too.
gives you the bowl. It tastes like, just pretty tasty sort of vegetable kind of stew thing. It's
I
nicely
take
sort
a
of icy and
bowl,
warm and
quite a healthy
Mm,
bowl, like
yeah.
a portion and a half a bowl, and
you
handed
get
a bowl.
handed a
Okay.
bowl. It's
Okay,
coexized.
Okay. Do I also have a tiny spoon as
Why
Is it
would
well?
they
quite
have
small
a
then? Is
bigger
it more
bowl?
like
Do
a
I
cup?
also have a tiny spoon as well to eat this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
It's
thank
not
God
tiny.
That's
I
for
mean,
why I
they're
that.
put my
4
hand
feet,
in.
so like
I love-
a pretty large proportion of their face is a mouth. So
I
Can I just say
love
that,
the difference between do they have tiny spoons to my thought of do they have spoons? I'm
Can-
trying.
can I just
All I
say
know is
that,
that we are
when
a
I-
long time ago.
You're a long time
and
ago,
I don't
but
think
yeah. So it's like a pretty early developing kind of tribal
Yeah.
little cult. They don't really have much in the way of culture.
It's-
They have their paintings are beautiful. Their tools are generally like functional, but they're
As
all
we've
made out of
seen.
like plants and
Yeah.
wood and shit. Like there's some
Yeah.
stones, but
Can
there's
I
no
go
metal.
and get a spoon from the ship?
I'm
then?
gonna when I.
You may go get a spoon from the
Go
ship.
get a spoon and
Um,
sort of.
I'm going to turn to Gilgas and I'm going to say, we need to really. I'm just saying, because I don't think she's really gotten the message with everything I've said. But anyway, Gilgas.
Oh my god!
Anyway, Gilgas. I
Yes.
don't think the captain of your ship has kind of connected the severity of how far back in time we are. Like, she seems to think that her family might be about. I'm talking like we could be thousands of years away, and her family, though myth, could be not what she expects. It is very evident. I mean, look at the window at the moment. She's picked up a cookie. We might not even be that far advanced that there are any more cookies. I don't think she realizes how far back we might be. It might be fine, but just saying that we need to look after her, because though she acts
Okay.
rough, she is actually very delicate. And
Well,
we just
you
need to
shoot.
keep
When
her.
your
my
housemates just
lord.
give you.
She's found
If-
some
When your
pizza
housemates
now.
just open your
Man
door and
that
give
didn't have
you
pizza.
Domino's cookies and pizza. Not sponsored by Domino's, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not sponsored by
well,
Domino's. Domino's get
not
us.
Gilgas. That's
Sponsored by
my name.
Raycons.
We're sponsored by Raycon and Domino's now. Okay.
Well,
Yes.
Ushu, I consider you part of the crew. You know, you don't have to keep saying it. We all know now. We've travelled for a month. That's good enough for me.
I'm a
But yeah,
leader now.
I mean, the way I see it, we got here. We can always go back. You got the gods on our sides now. What will be, que sera, sera.
I don't know whether we can go forward in time. I don't really want to go back unless necessary, because we could...
I didn't know we could go back in time, but here we are.
That's a very good point.
Your optimism...
Carl is sort of on the ship,
Worries
having a
me.
bit of a. Once again, having another mental breakdown,
You are the wrong person
eating
to
her
confide.
soup, just like, oh my
And
god.
Uchu just turns and just goes,
Well,
I'm not
Well-
that street smart, but I wish there was somebody on this crew that I could actually get to understand the severity of this situation, because I cannot communicate this to either of them.
well, Ushu, you could always communicate to our new friends, and I point towards the
They're all looking
comics
at
that
Oh,
you.
we can't even speak to.
Get me off this planet as soon as possible.
Can I just say that the name I coined was literally, I tried to say Ewoks backwards, but just mugged it up so much. Now just Ewok.
We now have got cheesy garlic bread as well.
It's the last of the cheesy garlic bread for this
It is.
century.
Okay.
No more. You better.
What?
So you're enjoying the
Yeah.
ship's rations.
Right.
You see now the coax. They're all kind of. It's a bit of a party. They're kind of jumping and dancing and all sorts. There's drums and everything. And you see
Dancing.
a procession of several coax entering into the village, carrying like a sort of basket of these like beautiful yellow flowers that are sort of glowing quite vibrantly, and They drop them into a new fresh pot and start sort of brewing them, and they brew them for quite some time, and they pour out this glowing liquid, and there's loads and loads and loads of it, and they pass a cup around to everybody.
Okay.
And the shaman passes one to you, Gildas, first. And he passes one
Yeah,
to
I
each
was,
of you.
I was about to say, I've come back.
Thank you.
I've come back from the ship and I've, like, you know, obviously reconvened after my mental breakdown.
They all sort of hold up their cups and sort of do a little dance and spin around and then drink them. They neck them all in one.
No, Coral to that just changes
Okay,
his
not
bag
gonna,
and
not
downs
gonna
it as
like
well.
get a bit
Oh,
midsummery now. Skål!
It tastes delicious. It's sweet. It's kind of like elderflower. Like it's this delicate but like very sugary kind of flavor. It's not like aggressively bitter or anything. It's like it's really lovely floral taste.
Gilgas, is it fine to drink? Are you alive?
Yeah, I dip my hand in it
Okay.
first and then a little lick. Yeah, nice.
Do you
looked
neck
like-
it, Ishi?
Yes, I'm gonna.
He sort of goes for a sip.
Fine.
Like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Well, the parties continue
Coral's
for a few hours, and
on
then
the sweetness because she's more used to like spicy, strong alcoholic stuff. She sort of, oh, that's a bit sweet. Not quite my thing, but she definitely enjoyed it.
they seem happy that you're partaking. The party kind of carries on for quite some time. It doesn't seem to be doing anything to anybody. And then it gets really dark. You know, what I say really dark. It gets darker, and you see the coax kind of sort of quietening down. They start going off to bed. The shaman shows you each. They've rolled out in the temple, sort of largest teepee. They've rolled out these 3 specially large beds for you. They're not quite tall enough for you, but you can tell they made an effort. And each one of you has a bed, and
How long
the
are they?
shaman lies down in his section. About 5 and a bit feet.
Okay.
You know, it's annoyingly not quite long enough.
That's
but
about long
they-
enough for me. I'm only 5'3". So I.
Oh Christ! Okay. They
just
gave it a shot.
Over a foot shorter than me.
Yeah. But it's it's this nice sort of fluffy material. You can't tell if it's animal or plant or it's something. It's nice.
Ushu is 6'6".
Jesus Christ, that's a tall lad.
Coral's also a midget.
Yeah, he's tall. Calistars are very
So-
tall.
So even when you looked at the tall like the tall miniature, you're like, no. That's not-
yeah.
I'm a fit.
Okay, so yeah, they
I'm
all
just
go to
going
bed,
to-
and you drift off to sleep.
I'm gonna
Nice.
go sleep in the
Is this a long rest?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I
we'll call it a
can't
long
fit
rest.
in that bed.
What do you
I'm
say?
sleeping on the ship. I'm sleeping on the ship in like a hammock or whatever I have in the ship because
I mean, it's
I-
arguably worse
I
than that, just
can't
because it's absolute rubble on the
at
inside.
least I can fit on the bed.
Well, no, it's not a bed. It's like a sort of mat on the floor, so you're just sticking off the end. It's not too bad. It's still comfy. And you know it would be rude.
This is not how etiquette. This is not. This would be rude. I'm just gonna wait till they're asleep, or like most people are asleep, and I'm gonna sneak to the ship and sleep.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to. No, let me get this right. Okay, so what I want you to. I can't
do the hokey
because we're on
pokey.
stream. I can't move you individually. What I want you to do is when I wave my hand, I want you to undeafen yourselves. But for everyone, I'm going to go around each of you and tell you what happens. So we're going to start with Coral.
Right.
So I want Chris and Will to deafen themselves on Discord.
I'll also.
Okay, let me work out how
that automatically.
So it should be a button in the
Hi,
bottom
guys.
left. It's like a little headphone symbol.
What's going on?
You can see
Having a
on
great-
Chris's
Right,
one.
yeah.
You see the little symbol in the corner of
me
his
too.
on the
Having a
screen.
brilliant-
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Just because I pop.
Pop that back.
No.
Yeah, go back to the. It's on the Discord. Also, you can right click on yourself, and you should be. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So
Um,
now they're muted as well, but Right. Can you clarify you can't
I'm
hear
gonna
me?
go get myself a drink.
Wave if you can hear me. Just to double check.
They have no idea
They
what's
can't hear
going
me.
on.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So, in your dreams, you feel you experience a series of visions. So
Mhm.
it's nighttime. You are standing outside in the cool autumn wind of this planet.
This
You're in
specific, the
in the
planet
middle
that
of the
we're on right
village.
now.
Yep. It's pretty like it's dreamlike, but you have full control. Control. You have like full perception. It's you can see very clearly. Um, you hear a screech
Mhm.
in the dark, and you see 6 eyes
Is it like
in a
how you
sort of
described
row
the
down.
spider, the six line?
Yeah, you see them in the dark, and it moves towards the camp, and you see it quick as wind slash into a teepee and steal out a young Koek, and it tries to run off. And as it runs off, in a rage of fire and fury, you destroy it. It takes no effort whatsoever. You smash it into bits. It's dead. The Koek's on the floor, and the Koek seems happy and chirpy, and it runs back to its camp and goes to bed. And some time passes, and then the ground begins to tremble and shake, and you see fire in the distance as you see these enormous spider legs on the horizon. Like the trees look like hairs by comparison to this. Colossal, as the ground is ripped asunder and the planet is just explodes from the inside out. And that is where your vision ends. We will move to actually perfect. Wait, no, it's not. I want to do them in a specific order. So we'll wait for sodding Christopher.
Okay.
But not just yet because we might as well wait. I've just
Hello.
I was going to do Ushi next. Do you know how long he'll be?
Okay.
Has he gone for a
I think.
There he
big
is.
long poo?
Well,
Oh no,
you.
there he is.
No,
Okay,
there he is.
right.
How long
So-
Right,
do you think this will
I'll go
be?
back.
You two mute.
Tonight.
Not very long. Well, there's 2 of them for you, so about the
So
same
what?
length.
That was about
times
2
2.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
I still
Yeah,
supposed to
so-
be. Yes, you are supposed to be deaf
Alright.
still. Yes.
Jason then?
Let me have a look at YouTube.
Hello. You are not deafened. I can see you when you're deafened.
There we go.
I'll give you a thumbs up when you are correctly there. He's not doing it. This is
That's me. Badam.
there we
Is
go.
that me?
It is you now.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me
Okay.
now.
Ushu. You
is
are
me, yes.
currently in a dream, and this dream is far more clear, and it's clear as day. Not like a normal dream for you. You are standing in front of a cave. You are by your side is your companions as usual, and you feel breath, but very slowly, like over seconds. You feel the wind rush into this cave and then rush out with this foul stench.
I'm freaking the fuck
You
out 'cause I
feel
don't
you feel
dream.
overwhelming dread as you all of a sudden you are journeying into this cave. Fear overtakes you, and you feel a very strong sense that there are many evils in this cave, in the caverns below, as you journey down deeper and deeper into the dark. However, you feel emboldened by the bravery and fury of Coral to the left of you. She is fighting the sort of just, you can't see them, but just you get the sense of things being attacked, a fight in the dark. And you feel the love and joyfulness of Gildas on the other side of you, keeping you calm. When you reach the deepest and darkest part of this cave, you're tired and in pain. You see a light inside your companion to the right of you, Gildas is glowing brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until everything is white. And that is the end of the vision. So, Gildas's turn. You deafen yourself, Chris. Thank you. Right.
Then there was one.
And then there was one. Gildas.
Hey.
You are in a dream. You get the you are standing in the dark in a sort of underground chamber, and you can't see anything, but in front of you you feel something awful and terrifying, and you feel yourself kind of you feel the sense of what's the word, acceptance, and you allow yourself to enter inside it and become swallowed by whatever this thing is. The resulting darkness turns to overwhelming lights as whatever this thing is becomes suddenly millions and millions of glowing birds flying upwards. The dream feels scary at first, but it shifts to feelings of hope and purity and a kind of bittersweetness in a way. The vision ends with Hedlopothos's face, with many faces, and they are smiling tearfully at you. And that is it. So,
Okay. Cool.
they have not.
There we go.
Come on, you little shits. Christopher,
Yeah.
you bastard, do it.
You
Do it.
can. He can't hear.
Oh my
There we go.
god. Right.
Oh shit! Wake up!
Perfect. Okay. And with that, you've all had your little sort of dreams, and you all wake same time to the same thing. You hear shrieks in the dark. As well, you you hear the shriek in the dark, and you hear this kind of commotion and combat, or some sort of noises of scratching and tearing, and you hear the sounds of what sounds like a younger little Koak kind of screaming and yelling. What do you do? It's just nope, not me, not this time.
I
Not
put
dealing
my
with it.
hand
Fucking out.
on. I put my hand on Ushu. I go, Ushu, did you hear that?
I'm
There's
not
something
on
going
the
on.
roof.
I thought
Actually,
we were all on the
Ushu,
ship.
it's very loud for you. It's louder than for everyone else. It sounds right outside the ship.
Oh, so Kath and I outside sleeping.
You are inside a tent when you hear this. You're
Okay,
lying
so I slowly peek out, see what I can
Is
see.
there a window in my room on the
Yes,
ship?
there is.
I'm just gonna look across from my hammock to the window. And just
You
look
see,
at what.
you don't. I mean, it's not a very big window. It's probably not positioned in a way where you'd get a good view of this.
Yeah.
But you see. So I'm imagining the ship is tilted kind of to the left. Your cabin is on the left side, so you'd be seeing
So it's
kind of the
pointed
ground.
down,
But I think
yeah.
you see a foot of something as it runs off, and you hear screaming, running in the kind of moving at the same pace.
Do I see anything outside my tent?
You see just like the mural on the tent. You see this kind of this large. Well, actually, how large is it? Not actually. Bear with me. Oh, small. I'd say about 5 feet in height, but spindly. This four-armed, kind of furry, disgusting sort of grey-black creature sprinting off into the dark, holding a Koak. Who is screaming.
I'm.
It's a young one.
No.
Gildas, I asked Gildas, what do you see?
Something's attacking the Coex. One of them's
I
been taken
Get
away.
up and just push past him and go out to see for myself what's going on.
You
Yeah,
see this
but
thing running
I'll-
off into the dark. So that the village is kind of like lightly lit up with a couple torches here and there. The shaman has seen this as well. and he's kind of screaming and sort of squeaking at you, and he runs into his tent, and he opens a chest. He takes out these bottles of a kind of like red liquid, and he chucks them to you, and he also chucks you some torches, and he points after them.
I catch
Oh.
the red bottles.
Yeah, all right.
There's 3
Can I
catch
torches
all three
and
potions, please?
three potions.
I have all 3 potions.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I
They're
have
not
3 torches,
enormous.
3
So
potions.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, it's an ATST. Like from Endor,
Oh,
like
from
the
Endor, of course.
scouting things.
yes. So the creature
Can I go
has
after
run
it?
off into the dark. You
Uh,
see which direction it's run, but you can no longer see it clearly. You
Ooh,
can still hear the screaming.
I
though.
think
I'm
I may have some stuff to help
Can
us.
we? Can I go chase?
Because
Follow
I've got.
Sure, it is run in the direction, so that there's the tent, the big tent at one end, a sort of line of stuff, and the campfire in the middle, and then a line of tents, and then at the far end is the ship. It's run
Yeah.
past the ship.
Okay,
I
cool.
run.
So I'll
I
keep,
run past
yeah,
the ship. Just have a
tracking.
moment. Look over my shoulder. Just like
Yeah.
sort of a little bit of a worried look at myself, and then continue on.
Do you call for
follow on to
Ushu,
my-
or is he not coming on this adventure?
No, apparently I'm splitting the party
I,
again.
as I go past the ship, I like bang on the door.
You're
I
not
just,
splitting
like,
the
bang
party,
on
Zoe.
the-
It's not your fault.
I'll just bang on like the outside of the ship and say like,
think-
oh, actually, I can just message him. I'll just do a little
I
quick.
feel like Ushu is currently woken up from a nightmare where he's seen Gilgas, and he's woken up to what appears to be another nightmare, which he's never had before in his life. Doesn't know whether he's dreaming or not, and is currently just sat in his hammock.
Okay,
don't-
well, I will say
Is-
that this the vision felt real, but not but like by comparison to a regular dream, seeing as you don't regularly dream, it felt not real. It just felt
Yeah.
nearly real. You get a sense that this is real life, and that wasn't.
Yeah, I'll just message Ushu into the ship and say, come on, Ushu, there is a venture to be had.
I'll be
You can
right
reply
with
if you
you
like.
when the
You can reply to this
monsters
message.
disappeared from outside, which is clawing into my room.
Oh, don't worry, they did. Send another one. It's a cantrip.
Cole is headed off, just outside the ship. Gil
Yeah,
just been.
yeah. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Ushu. It has headed off. We're just going to track it. You can reply to this message.
Gildas, over.
I am on my way. I'm going to need a couple of minutes to unbar the door, which I've been doing for the past. couple of minutes.
I take off after loyally after my captain.
Okay.
I reluctantly head off. 5 minutes to undo the door, and then 5 minutes of pumping up later. Ushu nervously comes out. Have they taken all 3
Yes.
torches?
Yep.
Well, Coral's holding all those.
Yeah. 1 second.
So you're gonna
one
have to-
second. Cantrip.
Cantrips.
Oh,
Kenneth. First off,
Perhaps.
I check the magic wand, the wacky backy.
the wacky packy.
Wacky backy.
The wacky backy.
What are you checking it for? How many charges it has?
Has it got any charges?
Yeah, it definitely should
It
have a
should
charge.
have a charge,
after
right?
I don't.
It has 1 charge, I think.
Yeah. 1 charge. Good to note. I'm going to look around.
Oh,
There's
no.
no.
this.
There's no Scarlet. I tear a bit of
No!
plank off the broken bit of the ship, and I touch it and I cast light on it,
Okay.
which will last for an hour, and then at the end of each hour, light. And whereas those 2 are running, I'm kind of more tentatively. They're probably going to be gaining distance on me, but I'm on my way.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Coral.
I am just going, no cave, no cave, no cave,
Um,
no cave.
just to let you know, the forest is my my natural explorer
Oh, perfect.
habitat. So I can stay alert to danger. I think
Jolly
that's
good. Well, you
the
are
only thing that-
feeling very comfortable despite running after a scary sort of spider monster.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow us down.
What's your speed, Gildas? You're an elf, so it might be fast.
It's 30.
Half elf, but
Okay, so
just
30 feet.
30, just 30.
Okay, so you don't actually catch up to Coral, but you are close enough to her. In fact, you in your favourite terrain, you can probably make out her footsteps ahead of you, and the screaming.
Well, it
further
doesn't.
ahead.
It says it doesn't slow our groups thing, so shouldn't be at the same speed.
Yeah,
I don't think we're a group at the moment.
You are not a
We
group,
are
but it's
three
fine.
individuals.
Well,
You are
it's
running
fine.
very
No,
stealthily.
Lovely.
And
Yeah.
Ushu, you can maybe just make out. Actually, no, you probably can't make out Gildas at all.
Yeah, I
No, you're
I
10
reckon
minutes
they're
behind.
running. They're running, and I'm also walking steadily.
God.
Am I gonna have to do a survival check to see whether I can actually track them, or I'm getting lost in the forest?
No, I think even now you can just make out the screams. It's a pretty quiet night, and they're far away, but they're not like inaudibly far away.
Yeah.
Coral, you can just about. They're just off in the distance. As your eyes are adjusting to the night, you can maybe just make out
How?
this thing. It's
30
just
feet?
about 30 feet off.
How far away are they from me?
Say 60. Yeah, 60 feet. It's and you see that the terrain around you getting less foresty and more kind of rocky. As you see it darts into a cave. And you hear the screams echoing inside. What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave one of the torches sort of propped on a rock. In a sort of
Okay.
3
You
torches.
have 3
Leaves
torches.
He
and
leaves
you're
one.
leaving one torch.
Leave one
I
torch
see.
propped on a rock. Try and make sure that it doesn't like fall over, cause a forest fire. Whether it does or not, I don't.
What are you? Are you leaving a lit torch?
Yep.
You can
It's a
probably
wet
find
forest.
a place. There's rocks. It's a
Yeah,
rocky
just
face. I'm
something
sure there's
to
somewhere
lean
you
across.
can
That
see
way
it.
they can
It'll be alright.
hopefully my crew can work out what the fuck that means. But we'll see what their intelligence
Yeah.
is like, and then follow.
The mouth of this cave is seems like any old cave really. Were it not for the air that is slowly rushing in and rushing out of this cave over a period of sort of 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. These large kind of gusts of air going in and out, and on the outflow, it's foul stench, and it's very sort of damp. Are you running?
Don't know. I've got.
Well, actually,
I've
so
got-
you've got
I've
a
got
torch,
3
haven't you?
torches.
You've got one torch lit. You've got 2,
He's
but I'm
got-
assuming
she's
you're
got
holding
2
one.
I assumed they were all
torches.
Are
lit
they
when I
all
caught
lit?
them. I don't know.
Why would they
I just
be?
assumed
No.
they were all
No.
lit, so I've just got these 3.
No, they're all
They were not all
lit
lit.
now.
Fuck
They're like
it,
the
sure, they're all
orc at Helm's
I mean,
Deep,
they're
ready
not-
to.
They're not enormous. I'm sure you could
Well,
probably
2
hold
in
them,
one
hold,
and 1
hold
in
them
the
in
other,
two,
or
like
something.
one hand.
Just put one down. Yeah.
Well, if you're leaving one out and then holding one, like so that you've still got your sword or something. Yeah, with the torches, you can see eyes
Are they?
inside the cave now. The same norm, yeah, the kind of 6 in a row
Is-
eyes.
Is this breathing?
You could probably
obviously
see.
Sort of that's inferred. Is it the whole? Is it covered on
Yeah.
the whole opening? Is it like this I'm assuming it's quite
The entire cave.
medium-sized cave openings, just all this massive.
Yeah. You could fit comfortably inside the mouth of the cave. It's not huge, but it could easily fit a human. And the whole thing is there's this rushing of air in and out. It would seem surprising if the creature that was making it was the creature you can see.
Okay.
Seems bigger than that.
How
and slower
easily
than
can
that.
I see the creature, the one that I've been chasing?
That creature, I don't. You don't, because you can hear the screams echoing and echoing more and more distantly throughout the cave. So don't know if you can hear him, but you can see this other creature,
Give me a minute.
and I
Also, I left
think
my notes
it,
about all my spells at home. I
Gosh
know, right?
darn.
Why did I
Gosh
do that?
I'll tell you what. I need
Okay.
this. So we're gonna break there, and we'll
The others can't
let the
jump.
others catch up. So
Right. So we're at the mouth of the cave. I'm at the mouth of the cave.
Go after them.
Well, you're at the mouth of the cave.
You're at the mouth of the cave.
I think in the time it's taken you to sort of hesitate, Gildas has probably turned up.
I don't see Captain immediately. I just see the torch and go, aha,
A
a
clue!
clue. Now I wonder where Captain is.
So what do you do? What?
Yes, you two are united. Do you wait for Ishu?
No, Cap.
It's
I'm. Well, I don't know if Ushu's coming at the moment. Well, I sent a message to Ushu. I've heard some rumblings, but that could have just been him in bed. And what's going on here,
Oh,
anyway? Seen anything exciting? Don't worry, I'll let you finish your bread and cheese.
Simple pizza.
Bread and
Anyway,
cheese.
so I go. It's in there. It's gone in there. It in the cave, and it's breathing.
Yeah.
The cave is
Oh.
breathing.
Okay. I've got dark vision, kind of a little looky in.
Cool, perfect. Yeah, you can see.
anything.
So, I mean, even with the lights from the torch alone, you can see the eyes shining back at you. You now can see there's at least one. I mean, there's a lot that each of them have 4 arms, so it's hard that there is maybe more than one, just like looking straight at you, waiting for you to come in the cave. And you can hear in the distance. You can still hear the screams. They're very faint now, but you can hear down. You don't know how big this cave is, but somewhere in there, very very far down, you can still hear the child.
Oh, she's screaming a lot. We get it. Take
Since
her,
when did
Primal.
Gildas get sassy? He's been with me. He's been with Coral and Ushu for too long. He's got an attitude
Well,
now.
Yeah.
I slowly kind of look at the monster. Hello.
You see it baring its teeth.
Okay, right. I slowly draw a bow. Just not going to shoot anything yet. Just prepped.
It sees you doing that, and it kind of. Oh, actually, you've got a light right next to you. It can't. Thinking about it, it's actually probably. Upon seeing the torch, it's like shied away from the torch, so it's no longer in view in the doorway of the cave. But you don't get the sense that it's exactly run away. It's just sort of dodged to the side.
Maybe it's scared of fire. Or not. I don't know. Well, how far does message go? I could 120 feet. You think I could zap?
No,
I could try and
I
zap
think
one
that-
back to Ushu and see whether he's around.
120 foot is negligible.
You guys have been running for about 5 minutes, let's say. So
Okay.
you've covered. I mean, not a mile.
If it's been 5
quite
minutes,
far.
I haven't left yet.
It's literally just you at the moment anyway. Like, it's 12 noon. We haven't seen Chris yet. Took me half an hour to get out of bed.
Do you wait
Right,
for
well, Captain, I'm going to follow your advice
We
on
should
this.
go
What do we
in the
do?
cave. Well, we need to go in.
I mean, I
need
think
to
we
go
should
in,
probably save the kid.
But it's alive. The cave's alive. It's breathing. Yep. Can you not feel it?
What? The cave's breathing?
Oh yeah, so there's this like you can feel from the cave, from the mouth of the cave, a rush of air in and out slowly. You can't hear any sound. It just sounds like wind, but it's periodic. It rushes it all the way in and then all the way out. And on the out breath, it is this foul stench and very sort of damp
Now,
kind of air.
That's just cave
those
tides.
now, those watching at home will realise the dramatic irony of the person with information is currently still at the base camp. Brilliant writing by the staff here today.
I don't know. They'll survive.
Well, I
I mean,
guess.
you're not even
No,
particularly
he's not. To be
useful in
honest,
combat anyway.
it's not.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
This is the point.
I wouldn't be
I think we
adding
should go in.
anything to be if we're
I-
going to be honest.
Let's go in.
I tend to.
Right, you.
Yeah,
you
let's go in.
just
I
let me know when you
tentatively
see anything.
walk in, bow in hand.
No. No.
Oh wait,
You're-
I'm going
you've
by
got dark-
myself.
You can see into the cave, right? Yeah. Just let me know.
Okay,
when you
yeah,
see
yeah, so I'll
anything,
take points.
And I'll be
Okay.
right behind you. I see cave.
I see cave.
You see cave. As you enter into the cave, you can see it opens up almost immediately into a sort of chamber-like kind of area, and everything is covered in webbing. And you see two of these spider-like creatures on either side. And as you, in fact, I mean, you
No.
you knew they were in there, so it's not like it's a surprise. Make a dex saving throw. Gil does first, because he's the first one in.
Ooh, yeah, that's what we like to see. 26.
Whew. Knowing exactly
What?
what's coming for you, you walk in and you feel the chop of a dagger from both sides, and you dart forwards. In fact, for how excellent a dodge that was, I'm going to give you a sort of counter attack. If you
Nice.
can, like 180 and get them with your bow. Is Errol with you?
Yeah. Say again?
Is Errol with you?
Oh yeah, he's probably stuffed in a coat pocket somewhere.
I love this what is essentially like a little owl, like the species. Like it's a little owl, but
Yeah,
it's got the
guess, yeah.
stats of a great eagle.
And I keep it in my pocket. Yeah, so for level 5, I'm allowed to attack twice, but I'm guessing if this is an opportunity, it's just a 1.
Yeah, just give it a 1.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, then I'll attack towards the sort of thing. 18.
18. 18 hits, roll for damage.
Woo! So that is with the long bow. 1d8. Does it add dex at the moment as well?
Yes, you add dex to the roll and proficiency to the roll, and you add dex to the damage.
Cool. So that is a 11.
Oh my god, you get this thing right in an eye. It lets out this kind of harsh hiss.
Wait, do you want me to roll?
Well,
Do you want me to
all
roll
of you
my
roll for
dexterity
initiative.
saving?
What, no,
or not?
Hey.
not issue.
Okay.
No, it was just the first thing that went
Fight.
in. So now that it's just a regular old fight.
11. 11.
Add
So,
your dex as well.
Yeah, 11.
Initiative's roll plus dex, isn't it? Yeah, that's 22.
Yep. Oh, crikey. Okay. And you did 11 damage to it, yes?
Yes.
Brilliant. It is very unhappy now.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much can I see?
Coral, it's your go.
What is?
So you see, you're holding a torch in one hand. You see, Gildas, are you holding a torch? Well, no, you wouldn't be. You have dark vision and a bow in your hand.
Yeah, I just went in.
You see Gildas walk in, immediately dodge out of the way of an attack at the doorway, basically the closest thing to a doorway in this cave. 180 and shoot the one on the left with a bow, and the exact split second after that happens is where you take action. So You know there's one on the left.
I see
Face palm in
things.
the
I see
response to that.
things.
Right, what do you see?
I see
Okay.
things. He sees things.
Yeah, he sees
This is split second stuff. You don't get to deliberate on the specific
Okay, right,
whereabouts
thank
of
you.
the thing.
Well, first I saw a
Thank you,
chamber.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Interrupting there, just like. Can I? How far away is the one on the left from us?
So you're about 5 feet out of the sort of
Right there.
opening into this chamber,
Right next to
and
me.
it's like right there, right on the left. So it's a good 6 feet away from you, but
Can I cast Burning Hands?
within attacking range and all that sort of stuff.
I can't remember. This
What's
is
the
what I
angle on
mean,
Burning
is
Hands?
that
It's a
I've left
cone,
my
isn't
notebook
it?
at
But
home
it's
with
like-
all these notes on it.
I think it's. Oh, Google that. That's
Burning
fine.
Hands,
We'll just have a look.
You hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread. A thin sheet of flame shoot forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw.
It's 15 foot, and from what I'm looking at the images, it's a 30-degree angle. So yeah, you could curl it one way, and not
I'd
hit
like to do
Ushu,
that.
not hit Gildas.
Can I cast that? Oh wait.
You certainly can. Oh wait, no, it's 90 degrees. Yeah, you can just dodge him if you jump in and then turn right.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna cast
you
that.
wouldn't hit him.
So dexterity. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So it makes a dex saving throw, right? Ooh, that's a nat
Half
20.
damage. Yeah. Point.
It doesn't matter. It's still half damage. It kind of leaps up the webbing
Yeah. So
and
that's
over
3d6
the thing, but it still
halved,
gets
isn't it?
caught with a fair chunk of flame.
My other dice.
Yep.
Too many dice. That's 14 halved, so that's 7.
Oh, and in a bout of flame.
Oh,
this
so
thing
okay, so
is
they're kind of squishy then.
incinerated.
They're quite squishy then.
Hey.
Fantastic. And the one behind you immediately sinks 3 daggers into you
Oh my
from behind. Well, at least tries to. That's. Hang on.
16.
What's your AC? Okay, that doesn't hit. So that's a 1. And oh my god, this so he just somehow at point blank range, he stabs all these things into you, and your armor just
I'm
it
actually
doesn't.
not wearing
They're
any
pretty
armor.
crappy little daggers. So
No, Draconic. Bloodline.
you're not wearing any armor.
I'm a scaly person. It's part of the
Oh, it's like
Draconic
scaly.
bloodline.
You're
is
just
if
a
I'm not
scaly person.
if I'm not wearing armor, I get the
Horrific. Okay. So they dig straight in, but they don't. Your scales, you just feel sort of points. It's kind of tickly, as this thing's hissing behind you.
Did you actually
It
call
is
him
your
just call him
go,
Gilgas?
Okay, well, I'll
Gilgas.
yeah. So wait, is there just the one we know of in there now at the moment? Because Coral destroyed.
Yep, there is one other one that you can see.
Well, I'll take the 2 shots of that one then.
Okay.
Right, here we go. 14.
14.
Yes.
I can never remember when it's equal. Does it hit?
I thought it was
Chris?
yeah. It did.
Chris?
If the AC if the roll to hit is equal to the AC, does it go through?
A matching something is
Yeah, I thought matching was
normally a it's normally successful, like if you it's basically the DC is saying It is a 14 or above will
Gotcha.
succeed.
Cool. Yep. Okay. So that hits.
Okay. Okay,
Same
cool.
with like a DC. A DC is this is the amount.
Smashing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So what's damage on that one?
So DC 10 is slightly in a normal character's favour.
11 again.
That does not hit. So the first one you get right in its side. The next one he kind of ducks, chinks into the.
Oh, sorry, I said 11 for damage for that one. Sorry.
Oh, crikey! Yeah, well that goes right into his side. Yep, he's shrieking out in pain. What was the second shot?
I've not done that one yet. Will not hit, I don't think. 12.
12 does not hit. That,
Yeah.
He ducks from that one, but he's one of his many arms is kind of clutching at the arrow in pain. Coral, it is your go. And as it is your go, you hear scuttling through the caves as two more of these things burst in from deeper in the cave into the chamber, screeching and hissing and generally making a commotion.
Can
and they are going to roll
these
damage.
spider-like things see me? How well can they
Okay.
see me?
They can see you just fine. But
Thank you very much.
You
How
get
many
your
are
turn
there?
before all of them. There are now 3.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
to kind of map out everything. So you're at the base of this room. It's a kind of vague circle. On the opposite side, there is a hole deeper into the cave. Gildas is basically between you and the other
Oh, right
two.
behind me.
And there's this one right in front, right behind you, on the opposite
Yeah.
side of the doorway. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, point blank.
Okay.
So he's just
I
come
can't
behind
remember
you
true
from the doorway.
Of course, yeah.
True strike gives you it takes a
Give
turn
me
to give you advantage on your next hit.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I forgot a thing about my initiative. My initiative, I can add both
What's
my.
the
I
thing
can
that you
add
got?
my dexterity and my charisma. I think I can't remember. I know, but
Wow,
I
that's
know,
pretty
but
cool.
I can't
It
remember
doesn't
all
matter.
my
You're
abilities
still
because I've
you're
not
top
got
of
them
the
written
initiative.
down.
Well,
So, like, I know I've got a sneak attack, but I can't remember.
oh, I see. Okay.
Because I remember there was a load of loopholes that I got because of.
Oh yeah. So it's
Yeah,
focused
so
on you,
based off
but
that,
it's being
there
flanked by
is-
someone else. I don't.
But
might
remember,
still be able
because
to
of
let's give him a sneak attack.
swashbuckler, basically the requirements for sneak attack will have changed.
Okay, I can get that as well.
Yeah. For swashbuckler, it is if you're
Yeah.
one-on-one in combat with no other creatures around.
Oh, well, that
you.
wouldn't count. That wouldn't count. But sneak attack.
You need
Generally, the rules for
advantage
sneak
or
attack are...
not have disadvantage on it. I think that's if I remember rightly, basically because of my swashbuckler,
Yeah.
it means I now no longer need to have advantage on it to get
It-
the sneak attack, but I can't have disadvantage. Then I don't. If I have disadvantage, then I don't get my sneak attack. If I remember rightly how they line up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
you
so
have sneak attack.
with sneak attack, it's normally if you're next to an ally or you have advantage. In this case, with swashbuckler, it is if you have advantage or you
I
are
thought
1v1
it was friendly
and
allies,
there's no
if
creatures
I
around
remember
you
rightly.
to get.
As I said, I can't remember exactly because I've left my notes at home like an idiot. I'm gonna have to write them up again.
If
Okay.
no other creatures are within 5 feet of you and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll, all the other rules for sneak attack still apply to you. So you don't need advantage on the roll to get sneak attacks. It's just no creatures within 5 feet of you, not including the other creature. So if there's
So
stuff behind
from the
other
sounds
creature,
of
then
it-
that doesn't count.
Yep.
From the sounds of it, I don't.
So it says if you have 2 enemies on
It's
you.
only one-on-one, so I have
Yeah.
sneak attack.
I think you're right. Yep. Get it?
Well,
I can tell you for a fact you won't need it.
sad and unhappy. Well,
As this boy is sad and unhappy.
I get it once per turn, though, don't I?
You would if you'd left in somebody's
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
breath who doesn't use mouthwash for their whole life.
Can I?
It'd be pretty depressing.
What?
Well, I don't think this giant planet, whatever the fuck it is, takes
Can
Tic
I
Tacs, so
swing my
that's gonna
scimitar
be some
at
bad
it?
breath. Turn anyone insane.
You certainly can. Roll.
I'm playing D&D.
attacks and things.
Am I rolling? I think I
Play
get.
D&D.
Don't I get sneak attack once per roll?
You're doing very well.
What?
I'm
Not
watching
once per roll,
D&D.
once per turn. When?
You attack once. Yeah, it's once per
I'm
turn.
not doing
It
multiple
wouldn't-
attacks,
yeah,
so I don't
you only
have
get up on one
dual
of your-
wielding.
if you do multiple attacks. you only get
Other
one.
character.
Of course. No, you don't. Oh, and you don't.
Yeah.
Also, you don't because you're multiclassing. You don't.
I
actually
can't
have
remember, that's the
bonus
thing.
action. But bonus attack,
So
you do.
that's 18 to hit.
Nah, you don't. You don't because it's like 5th level.
So
This one
that.
falls in. 18 to hit. That goes through. You
That's
slice
18
this
to
fucker's
hit.
head
Nice.
So
straight off.
I need to
Which
roll
one are you
for damage
attacking again?
now.
The one at
So
the doorway.
do it. 2d6. Yep.
Sorry, but one of the.
Because
D6.
the sneak attack. But it doesn't
2d6.
sneak attack scale with level. So if I'm 5th level,
Oh, yes, of course. I
I'm. Oh, what level rogue am I? I'm 3rd level rogue, therefore it's 3d6. It's 4d6. I'm gonna use my phone.
Yeah.
For that, because I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Because I don't
correct.
have enough dice for that.
Wise.
So it's 4d6. That's a 20 plus 3.
You behead this little shit. Well done. It is dead, and upon seeing this, the other two seem mad and Gildas. Both of them run straight at you. So enjoy that. That's Christ. Well, that's a 1. That's a 3. Oh, that's a 17. That hits. That's a 19. That hits. That's a 16. What's your AC?
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, so the great thing about Swashbuckler is one-on-one boss encounters are dope as. Because you're just gonna slam sneak attacks all day long.
Okay. So two of them you manage to weave out the way, but this flurry of knives come at you. That is. Bear with me.
That's.
So. Oh, thank God, the numbers were easy. That's 14 pointy damage, piercy damage.
Ah!
As these things nick and slice and stab. And
Poke.
another adjective. Good job.
Woo! Okay.
It is your go. You are definitely
Right.
being
I will.
overwhelmed by two of these little bastards.
Okay. Two of them damaged and one's full health.
Nope, two of them full health. Everything else is dead.
Okay. Yeah. Let's attack on one. I'll attack on one. I'll do both attacks on one and try and get it out of the picture.
Okay.
So that's right. So first one is. I keep forgetting what to add to this. 19.
That hits.
So I'll roll damage for that one.
Why don't
Actually,
you
I'll
do both
I'll
hits
do.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And that hits. That's 27.
Jesus Christ, was that a nat 20?
Yeah. Very close. My proficiency's bonus is sort of quite high.
You get +8 overall. Is that +5 on dex and a +3 to proficiency?
That's Ranger.
Oh shit! Should
Yeah,
we have
it's
plus 3
yeah.
proficiencies?
Ranger.
Wowzers.
Okay. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Should they?
Yeah, at level 5.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have maybe seen that because
Yeah,
of your
yeah, it's
multi-classing,
total
but
level,
you-
isn't
Yeah,
it?
It's your
Rather
class,
than
counts
it's
for
your
individual.
character
multiclassing
level,
as
not
well,
class
yeah.
level. Correct.
Right.
Roll
Six.
your damage.
So then that must mean that that goes up to
20.
20 damage.
20. Yeah.
Wow. How do you want to kill it? Because you do.
Ah! That's what Matt Mercer says. Yeah, just one in each eye. Like you do.
Oh, perfect. I mean, he's got 6 eyes, but one of them
Okay.
left eye.
Do it. So that it should be like symmetrical, but like
Perfect.
I do it
Right in the
asymmetrical.
middle,
I'm
onto
like,
both sides. Yep,
yeah.
it's
One sec, I
taken
need to.
cleanly out of the
I'm
picture.
updating all my
Coral, you'll go.
proficiency bonuses.
There's one left.
Yeah, because obviously my
All of them?
my skill checks, which I'm proficient in, have now got a +1 to them. So I just need to up them, and I've got some pretty beefy.
Of course.
Okay, how far away is there 2
I'm sure.
still, or has one just died? One left. How far away from it?
There's one left.
10 feet
On
away.
the right side of Gildas.
I'm gonna
You are
throw
10 feet.
a fire bolt at it. I didn't think firebolt was.
Awesome. Is that AoE?
Yeah.
No, is that...
Yeah, no, it's
Firebolt's
not.
the
I've not got
counter one,
fireball yet.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Lord help
Yep.
us when you do.
Yes.
You're gonna kill all of
Okay,
your
so that
teammates.
is.
I drop a sun in the middle of the room.
Okay,
In the middle of the room.
I
What?
need to make a ranged spell attack on the target. So that's just rolling a flat d20, isn't it? No. I do!
No. You should have a spell attack modifier, which will be based on
Yes, charisma for a
proficiency
sorcerer, so
and
that
whatever
is...
charisma for a sorcerer, right?
3, okay. So that, oh, so I also need to change that as well, so it should be 6. Yep. That's a lot.
+6, holy shit. Yep.
Yep, so
Which
that,
means your
yep.
spell save is now 6 + 8.
You're smart, I'm
14.
not.
I'm quick at maths.
Okay, yeah, that's a 17
6
plus
+ 8
6
in
to hit.
3 seconds is not smart. You certainly
Stupid,
get
stupid, that's
right
a
in the centre of
1d10,
those
isn't it?
whole stupid head. Roll damage.
1d10. Oh, no, it's 2d10 because I'm level 5 now. No, wait, ignore me. That's a class thing, sorry.
No, that's a
Idiot.
character, a
1d10.
class thing. Sorry, you're trying to figure out a multi-class character without any of your.
No, I've got my stats.
It sheet or any
So
of
I've
your
got
stats
so
or
I've got
anything.
my stats.
Cutting you some
and all
serious
that and all-
slack.
so I know what my. I don't know have all my features
Okay.
yet. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You just don't have all your features. It says owl, and it's you get the vibe that it's kind of owled, but and it kind of and it throws a dagger at you.
Yeah, no, he ain't hitting me.
That is a 10 to hit, and it slices with the remaining 2. Oh, one was a 3 and missed completely, and the other one was a nat 20, got you right in the fucking neck, Gildas.
Me? Ah!
Unfortunately, and it only did 9 damage. But you see,
I did say I'm not looking great.
well, don't worry, neither is it. Well, it's looking alright. Gildas, it's your turn.
Cool. I'll get on my 2 daggers. It's just pretty.
Taking
It's
2
pretty.
damage.
A little beaten up, isn't it?
It's a little beaten up. You've got this thing.
Yeah.
They're squishy.
Has Ushu caught up with us yet?
Yeah. Why not? I'm
6 seconds.
gonna
yeah,
risk
no.
it.
Well, given that every turn is like every round of combat is only 6 seconds, he is not here.
Yeah.
If I was
Yeah,
being
that's
really
fine.
mean, I'd say he might even miss the entire dungeon, but I'm not going to say that.
Okay, so nice. That's hit. I can't do maths. 26.
hit.
And the other one
Wow.
is 25.
Oh my god, you're rolling insane numbers. You don't have to lie on these beats. They're easy. You don't have to fudge all the numbers. Right, yeah, they both hit.
Swap out your dice for your non-weighted set.
This is literally the only set of dice that Chris has given me, so they're just
What
they're
do you
just
mean? I
took
his.
the
gave you
weighted
the
set.
option of taking any dice, and you took one set. You can take more.
I thought
Bastard, he took the
that was
weights.
enough.
No, you could have gotten more at any point. There's so many in my room. I don't know what my bag is with more, but there is a bag.
Oh, that can't be right. Wait, so six rolled on the d4s plus another 6 piercing damage. Yeah, so 12.
12 damage. Oof, he is not happy. You've sliced at least one of his arms off, and he's screaming out in pain.
Finish
Carl, it's
him.
your go.
Yeah. Can I throw
Finish him.
daggers at him?
Finish him.
Now this is how you throw a dagger.
This is how you throw a dagger, you
Rolling
little
to
shit.
throw.
Sure you can.
That's a nat one. Do I roll for damage? Do I have to roll?
You hit Gildas
I have
in
to
the back
roll
of
for
the head.
damage.
I'm sorry, you
Wait.
have to. You have to. Yes, you do. Of course you do.
Oh,
He's
no.
literally. It's like.
Yeah, that's
The
a
bad
nat one.
guy
However,
and
it's a
Gildas,
1
and you're
plus
like-
7.
This
It's
may
1
just
plus
be
6,
you.
so it is a 7, but it's a nat 1.
Well, I mean, it's
I rolled a 1, but it's 1 plus 6, so,
wait,
it's
you
actually
rolled,
a 7.
What did you roll for the damage?
No, wait. No, I need to roll. Wait, no, I need to
Yeah,
roll
I'm
my
down.
damage. That was
I'm
yeah,
down.
This whole scenario.
You roll
see
the
what you're
damage
saying.
now.
I thought you said
yeah,
it's
you
plus
take
7
sharp
damage.
Yeah, well, I'm
Did you kill him?
Wow.
I rolled a 4 on my d4.
Yeah, I'm down.
He is
Are there
down.
any- Whoa! If there's any other creatures around, you're in 5 feet. If not, you get sneak attack on that.
Yeah, but there's no one around
No,
me.
the creature is around, I think, so he's... You don't get sneak attack on people you accidentally... You don't... There's no way you're getting sneak attack on people
I
you
had
didn't
no
intend
I'm
to.
pretty
idea that
sure
you
you
could
get
choose
to
for a
choose
dagger.
if you do sneak attack or
Precisely.
not.
It's
So-
a very much a voluntary thing. You're not backstabbing your friend. This is how you throw a knife. Fuck you, Gildas.
You know, I played paintball this one time, and I was with my friend around the back, and I went to turn like that to
Sneak
go and go. He did sneak attack me. As I went to lean to look over, he shot me in the
I
back
had
from
the
like 2
exact
feet
same
away.
thing happen to me when the only time I went paintballing.
Really?
There was all of us ducked behind this little like chest high log thing, and my dickhead idiot buffoon friend tries to shoot like it's a paintball. Like the battlefield's not that big. He tries to shoot over my head, and just clips me like point blank here.
Oh.
I swear to God, I'm surprised I was. It was cold, so I was wearing like 2 thick hoods over the top of each other. So if it weren't for that, I'd be fucking concussed. Like it point blanks me in the back of the head.
I had one where it was I've done 2 where one of them we were in a bus and we spent so long discussing our plan in the bus that as we went to go get out, somebody stood up and got shot through the window, and we'd been surrounded. We were just like, well, what the fuck do we do? We're just
after
all
we
gotta
finish
get
the
hit at
session,
some
I will
point because
send
we
the
can't
pictures of my
leave because
bruises
there's
after we
one
went.
door.
Paintballing. I bruised like a plum, or peach, whatever.
Yeah, you get battered.
One of them looks like a snowman.
Shoot yourself in the foot.
Oh yeah.
I went to one where I went and I got, it was when we went to Lanzarote, and I was very badly sunburnt, and I got immediately off the plane, arrived back home, and then immediately left for the party. And I paid the man £5 for like a defensive plate to go under my shirt, because they were like, "Why are you wearing it?" I was like, "I am so sunburnt.
yeah.
I am not gonna
God,
get."
if you get hit.
no one hit me in the chest. It was arms, back of the head.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Nowhere that I had protected.
No, yeah.
And all of the places that I was still sunburnt.
When
A waste of £10. I was a rich
You were
Bit of
sunburnt
a
on the back of your
divergent
head?
conversation, but when we
I was
went,
sunburnt on my neck. Yeah.
Back
when
when
we
I was
went,
bald.
I didn't have long hair
the person
back
who had
then.
the most
I
had
had
30
short
bruises.
locks.
And I was the next one
So
down.
at
I had
some point-
25. I had body armor and full helmet. The other dude wasn't wearing the body armor and had just half helmet, so he just had the goggles and the mouth guard. And I still got, like, basically the most.
Yeah.
As I said, I'll show you the pictures after the session. They are great bruises.
That's incredible that he was.
Right,
That's incredible that he was that defended and.
Yeah.
I've just
Still,
thrown the daggers
I mean,
at Gilda.
got
Right, whose go is it?
battered.
Completely forgotten. Yes, you've knocked out Gildas.
Me?
You got to throw
I threw
two.
one.
Did you have? Were you
I
throwing
didn't get
one?
to throw
Or were you
two.
throwing
I
two?
only got to throw one.
Was it just the
I
one?
don't- No, it's not. I don't dual wield, do
Okay.
I? That's the other
Ow!
character.
I thought it was a dual wielding thing.
That was.
If you have, like,
I
you
do
can
have
with
two
daggers.
daggers.
If you have two daggers,
That
you can
once
throw two
I don't
was.
daggers.
want. I don't want.
They're light.
Yeah.
And that's no. You were holding. Yeah, to be fair, you were holding a torch. So we're gonna. Yeah. All right. Well, Gildas is knocked out.
Is he actually
and
knocked
it
out?
is the other lad's turn. So he lunges at you.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's on the floor.
Just kidding.
Yes, this thing lunges at you with. Oh, he's only got two daggers left, so he makes
16.
two attacks.
I may have to double check that though.
Your AC
I think it's
is 16. Okay, so
If you find us both dead, okay.
Ushu finds us both dead in a cave.
that's one hit goes through the other.
4.
It scrapes
I've
off your
only-
natural
I've
armor.
got, still
4
got
piercing
plus
damage.
1 temporary hit points.
Wow. No, you're doing fine. Like, come to think of it, how did you? Oh, you did take a fair amount of damage initially. Okay. It's Gildas's go.
Yep.
Make a death save.
Do I add a modifier to this?
None. Flat d20.
Okay. 16.
It's like they're fighting
A pass.
only 2/3 of the party.
You are successful in your
Okay.
first out
Oh my
of 3.
god. How far away is it?
Coral, it's your go.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just use scimitar.
Stingers. It's
Swinging
on.
it. Still damn killed us again.
Not one. You start and kill that again.
Yeah, that's a 16 plus 6, so that's 22.
That'd be. That would.
So that's once again
You-
4d6
You
plus 3,
correctly,
isn't it?
absolutely get him.
Yeah, that's
You
a
literally
13
can't
plus
not
3, so
hit,
that's 16
so-
damage.
If you had rolled 1s on every single dice, you would have killed him.
Yes.
He is.
Actually being a
obliterated.
good captain
You
for
cut him in
once.
half. Being a good captain. I mean, steady on there. You did like back of the head.
Great
Did pop a
captain!
cap in your friend's ass.
I'm such a great captain.
I'm such a backstabber.
Wipe that blood off.
Right, do you
Can I go around and find all the
Right,
daggers?
you're standing in this cave now. There's no enemies.
Can I pick up all the daggers, please?
There's a lot of daggers. There's
I'm
really do
dying.
that?
you're down to
Then stabilize
Do
him.
you want to stabilize him first or something? No, you want to find all the daggers. Okay, Gildas, roll a death save while she picks up all the daggers.
This is-
7.
Bear in mind,
But
if he rolls a nat 1, that's 2 death saves. So,
So that's 7.
And that's 6
yep, that's a failure.
seconds to
So
find
mark
daggers.
1 failure.
Okay.
You find your dagger plus
14 daggers I've got.
12 daggers.
I don't care.
But they're kind of small.
Sorting daggers.
And they're
That is a
Daggers.
sharp increase in the amount
having
of
fun.
daggers.
It's a lot of daggers. It's quite a
I can't
heavy
remember.
amount of daggers. I don't know how much daggers weigh. Ushu, you have arrived at the mouth of this cave. You can hear inside
Yeah.
someone
I
kind of
do,
breathing
don't I?
and someone else. Oh, by the way, you have potions. So if you want,
Nah. I'm just gonna try and like slap him on the face.
Oh, typical
You
cat
have
call.
3
Nah.
of them.
I'm not giving those potions away. I'm gonna see if I can wake him up.
I'm going to, before I
So
go
I'm
in,
up.
knowing what I saw in my dream, I'm expecting, and knowing that there was a creature that came out of the cave, before I go in, I am going to spend a amount of time dictated by what it says here, 1 minute, tying a rope from one end to another and charting some stars along the rope to cast this snare spell.
Okay. Well, on the entrance of the cave, with you on one side or one.
Entrance to the cave. I'll be on the inside of the cave, reluctantly.
Right.
But it means that if we miss anything or anything tries to run out, they're gonna get wrapped up into a magical rope trap.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Is there a roll? Is there a roll for that?
I think it just.
No, I
happens.
believe it might.
Yeah, it's a
I
dex
think
save.
They roll to.
if I
It'd be one of
remember
those ones where
correctly,
they roll to
they
break free.
roll.
They roll to break free.
I think it's they roll to notice the spell, and like if they sort of got like an original.
It won't come up for a while, so that's fine. But yeah, figure that one out. Okay. Do you take
They
the
must
torch
make a
with you?
dexterity saving throw.
Okay, gotcha. Do you take the torch with you, or do you just leave it?
Still lit somehow.
It's sitting on the outside of the cave. Still lit. Oh, it's got some time. Yeah. Chris, do you take the
So
torch?
has
Brilliant! I take my light. I dispel light.
The what?
And I set fire to the plank as I head in.
So you turn off your light spell on your glowing stick, and then instead of picking up the torch, you set the thing there's just a stick on fire. Okay, fantastic. All right. You find a Gildas lying unconscious, bleeding on the floor, and you find Coral obsessively picking up daggers, clinking with all the potion spells, potions and daggers in her bags. As there are
am I up yet or
creatures.
no?
I have a final healing potion.
I have 3.
Not knowing that. Not knowing that Coral has any, I'm gonna have to give that healing potion to Gilgas. I need you to survive so you can explode in this cave.
Wait, did he just say that out loud? Yeah, I was gonna say, did his vision involve Gildas exploding?
Cool. How?
Not really, but that's how Ushu interprets it.
Yes.
Coral's like, Coral looks at Ushu just like,
yes.
fucking about.
So, you know how yesterday I jokingly said I was going to be an oracle for the gods? Well, turns out, a funny thing, I think I might be an oracle now. Have you guys ever dreamt
pretty
before?
Sure Coral was aware what a
Jesus, this is the scariest thing ever. Pretty sure. Let me roll. Now she doesn't know what happened. Turns out she has like anesthesia where she cannot mentally picture anything in her mind, and her dreams are just a black void. I know somebody who has that in real life.
Jesus, that sounds terrifying.
He needs to roll for help.
I mean, he doesn't know what he's missing,
well,
does he?
Yeah. What was the health potion?
Doesn't
1d4.
1d4.
Do I roll it?
Is it really just a
1?
one?
Yes. I think
Is it
so.
1d4?
1
Is it
1d4 plus
Plus 1. 1d4 plus 1.
Because this is a bog standard.
Hang on.
Yeah, like hell.
No, it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Why were you?
2d4 plus 2.
I
Okay.
knew it wasn't that bad.
1,
Oh god.
2.
Oh. 5 for you.
7.
Lovely. I'll just go ahead and cast wounds on myself.
Cast wounds on myself.
I'll do it at second level. I'll do it at second level. Again.
Gildas, just in case you do survive
Get up.
explosion later, best to let Coral, your captain, lead the way out of the cave, just in case anything's out there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% yet, but I'll leave it there for now.
Okay. Oh, you
Ah,
are
you've
standing
learned some
in a
useful
chamber.
magic. Duplication. Very good. Well done, Miss Pirate.
Duplicate. Oh,
No,
on
no, I don't know that spell.
you are standing
I just
in a
found them
chamber. There is at the entrance
Why
to
do you
a
have so
room.
many daggers? Where did you get 12 daggers
in
from?
the cave. They were just in the cave. They were just on the floor. I picked them up.
In where? Now, I don't want to say anything about
Can you not see
why are
the
there
dead
12
spiders?
daggers in this cave?
I
There
picked
are
them up
4
from them.
dead spider creatures lying around.
I killed them.
And none
They're
of them have
Yeah,
spider
yeah, yeah.
creatures.
Why do you think?
They
Why do you
don't
think
have
they don't
daggers.
have daggers?
Why would they
They have
have
hands.
daggers?
Why
They
do
do
you
have
think-
hands.
Why do you think they don't have?
They're like spider humanoids.
Right.
Because
right.
they're
Ushu,
spooky
Ushu,
spider
Ushu.
people who don't need weapons to
Why do you
tear your
think they
ligaments out.
don't have daggers anymore, and I do have daggers now? They did. I now do. No. They did.
I don't
them.
think they originally had daggers.
Is
I feel like this is.
No!
Captain
Do
Coral,
they look
is there
like
any way
birds?
you
They're
could say
freaking
these are
spiders!
birds?
Meanwhile, arguing with Ushu. Ushu, they had the daggers, I now
No.
do! They did
I've got a
though.
lot to think about.
Yes, exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't think they
I
had
picked
the daggers.
up.
You have the daggers. You're getting confused.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but why were they on the floor?
Okay. Oh, Ushu, I killed.
Anyway,
I'll pick
guys
up
won't
my arrows as well.
Anyway, as I was saying, I had a dream last night, which I don't have dreams.
Sorry, Ushu, we're in the middle.
Sorry, Ushu. We're in the middle of a cave at the moment.
See,
The cave was very important to my dream, actually. In
Can we
fact,
still hear
the cave,
screams?
Just about.
it was scary, it was spooky, I was feeling all kinds of bad vibes, and for some reason I went into the cave because Gildas was glowing, and then he eventually glowed so much and it blocked out all of my vision that I died
didn't have a
in
dream
an
about a cave.
explosion.
All I know
I
is that
believe
this
Oh.
big
people
spider,
doing
you know, the
dreams.
one with the 6 eyes that we saw on the teepee tent, that was running this way. I was chasing after that and a child, so... No.
That the other people saw.
No, I was just on fire, but you know,
Did
I'm
anyone
on
dream
fire
about their
anyway,
gods,
so
perchance?
there's nothing new there.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
I was no. So you're talking about the picture that they had on the side of the teepee, which had 3
Yep.
individuals, one of which looked like me but shorter, fighting the spider. You saw that
No, they
spider.
weren't fighting. There were 2 separate murals. There's one that it was just a depiction of the creatures you've been fighting.
It was a blood-curdling battle, is what I saw. Which is how we definitely know it's not us, because I do not fight.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I saw
The
like a
image of you
chamber.
was just you guys standing there. It wasn't a fight. But sure,
Should we?
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Well, should we keep going?
There
keep
is
keep
one
going
other
down.
way in. There is one very clear way. It is very steep down, and with the torches, you'd be able to see that it
What?
looks kind of slippery.
I have a
careful.
suggestion.
Go on, Ushu.
Anyone have a... So what we understand, Gilgas had some non-related dream with a fucking god
Yep.
or whatever. We'll
Well,
put a
it
pin
wasn't
on
just
one
that.
and ask about it later. Then you had a dream that a spider
Yeah,
lived
basically,
there,
I got
which
out the tent, was
definitely
on
sounds
fire,
like less
and
detail than what I got in my
killed the
dream.
spider. Yeah. Oh no.
You were on fire.
I love the way Coral.
No, I'm
recounts
not. What else am I
the
missing other
story.
than the child?
He's missing some
I,
crucial details.
Well, yeah, I beat one, but there was a massive one.
The world.
Did you
ending?
win the
There was
battle?
two. There was two. There was a massive
Yeah,
one.
the world is-
Massive
Oh, I didn't see-
one.
Small one, but that was still a big one.
She-
Blew up.
I didn't see any battles.
Yeah, and the world blew up.
And
Do I ever
That's
stop
how she-
being
did
on
the
fire?
and did you ever stop
Always a
being on
little-
fire?
She's always a little bit on fire.
She
Wow,
sort of-
you all had horrible dreams. Mine was kind of okay, apart from the first one.
I
She
don't
sort of,
need to hear
once again,
about
does
it.
the
It's
typical
obviously
rubs her
completely
hands and her hands
unrelated. You can
Oh
tell
my
us
God.
all about the
I
dream
love Ushu.
after we've solved this issue.
I'm
of
sure
the
we will,
cave
Ishu, and I
where
can't wait to sit
spooky
by a roaring
shit-
fire and recount the story of my dream.
You better tell us, and I tell you what, I will bet you money that your dream is completely unrelated to what's happening here.
Okay,
Except I can't, I don't have any money.
you don't have any money.
I spent it. I spent it all
Right.
Go down the hole.
in a
for
shop
fuck's
that
sake.
no.
You spent it in
Anyway,
the
before we go
shop.
down the hole, may I suggest, instead of every single time we have gone down a location and some horrifying things, such as a man being killed by this specific one occurs,
horrifying
why don't we
thing.
instead
Yeah, like you.
send someone else down the hole?
Who do you intend,
Yeah, why don't we send...
Who do you intend to send down the hole?
Gonna get out my map, it's gonna float in front of
No!
me.
No,
and I'm going to
no,
cast
no!
Summon Fey Spirit.
No!
Oh no! I know what that does to our other campaign.
What Fey do I want? I want a Dryad who is
Gilda
doesn't need-
starts
doesn't
getting
need
out
heals.
Errol, being like, "Oh,
Do
I
you have
can
a
send
stat block
Errol,"
for
but
this
then
character?
just puts Errol back
it's
in.
gonna be joyful. I can send you the spell.
Actually, I don't think you need
Which
to.
has
If
the
you
stat block
if you,
attached
no,
to
I don't
it.
need them. If you control them, it'll be fine.
Currently having PTSD.
What's its name? What does it look like?
Hello, it is me. Malsteria Teresa, or as my friends call me, Malteser.
Yes,
Still having PTSD from last time we encountered
absolutely
Faye.
perfect.
I am so happy to meet you all. What are your names? I already know this gentleman's name, 37th Ushu. Peculiar name, if you ask me. What about the
Says
two of
Maltese.
you? You look like an elf. I'm also a dryad, so I am a woman as well. So just so you know, in case the voice didn't sound very gendered.
The name's Coral.
Hey, it
Captain
is
Coral
me.
Redbeard. No, my God!
Captain
no!
Coral Redbeard. So Captain's your first name and Coral Redbeard's your second name. I fully understand. And what about you, my elven compatriot?
Well, my name's Gildas, your friend, Gildas.
Gildas.
Gildas,
Wow.
yeah.
From what I heard,
Your
your
friend.
name was Gilgas.
No, it's an easy mistake. But I did write
Must
it
be
on
an
my armor
Albany
in
expression.
big letters right here, so you can always
Wow.
see what my name is.
Seems like somebody gets that name wrong quite a bit.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm so
Gildas,
happy to
medieval
meet you
boy.
all. You could even classify it as joyful.
Malteser. Go in the hole. Just go. Go in
Please,
the hole.
what do you need me
Go.
to do?
Go.
Well,
Now. No
go
questions.
in the hole.
Go.
Okay.
Here I go.
Don't blame me if you miss out on all of the fun in the hole. She's gonna start dancing down the hole. She's having
Okay,
a great time.
Make a dexterity.
She's a very high energy.
dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. She actually has higher
Or just
dexterity
just
than
a
me.
check, not a saving.
Perfect.
Just a check.
Also, she is dark. She has 60 foot of dark vision, and
That's
she
useful.
can understand Sylvan and every language I speak. So.
Well, that's not the one these guys speak, so that's fine. Wait. No. Okay. Wait. Do you speak Elvish?
Wait. It's the same alphabet as Sylvan, so it
Yeah,
would
okay.
sound like
It's the same
French
alphabet, but
instead
you,
of
you don't.
Arabic.
Yeah. It's like they're speaking angry French.
She
Basically.
could. It could be translated into like. So it's basically like they're writing in Arabic, and I could probably get my Fae to copy it down into English, but it would still need to be translated from there.
Which none of which will come up. So get in.
Don't know what I'm. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. 7. Get in the hole. What's she? She has a speed of 40 foot.
And then slides. It trips and slides all the way down.
Hey,
You're doing
I've seen this
great.
one before.
It's
Do
a
I
very
still have my
slippy
rope
hole.
on me?
It's
I
very
used
long.
Anyone
I
have
know I
any
used
rope?
Yes, I do.
I
I've
used
got
my rope for things.
How long is your
I've
rope?
got 50 feet of
I don't
hempen
have my
rope
rope on
in my
me.
explorer's pack.
That'll do it. If you had someone to attach it to.
Attach it to me. No,
It'll be in your
stick some
like
daggers
explorer's
down.
pack or your scholar's pack, whatever that is. For you.
You will not have rope in your scholar's pack. That's for
but from my
studying.
No, those are the kinds of places they are. They tend to be.
Okay,
yeah, but from
I love going to
from
uni with my
my
50 feet
from my
of rope.
background, I got 50 foot of silk rope.
My 50 foot of hemp
Important
rope.
things.
That's fine. I mean, you've got some rope, and it's long enough, but I don't know if you have anywhere to tie it to. I'm sure you find if you're good with a knot. I'm sure you find it.
I'm the strongest.
Spiky
I'll
bit.
hold it while the
Okay.
weaklings descend.
Okay.
And then you hold
I'll
it,
go
and
first.
I'll climb down.
Okay. So who goes first? Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh wait! I need to.
Seeing as you're holding
I
onto
like
a
to
rope.
think that even though you'd imagine Ushu to look weedy, if he took off his cloak, he's fucking
actually
ripped.
hench as hell.
He's like Ned Flanders. He takes it off and it's a rippling six pack.
Yeah, that's a nat 20
Oh,
plus
yes,
6.
Christian six-pack, classic. Oh, that you definitely make it
Oh
down
my god!
the area. Slip
Oh
or
my
slide.
god! Yeah,
Oh,
got
nat
advantage.
1. Let's hit it.
Wait, no, you have advantage.
You've got advantage.
Oh, do I? Awesome.
No, brilliant. And
Yeah.
that one.
Was it? No, it's better. Plus dex, was it?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, yeah, you make it down. Oh, sorry. You should make 2 strength saving throws.
Little stumble before I went.
Not
but
saving throws. It makes
it's
2
okay.
athletics checks, rather.
Could it be saving throws?
They are not saving throws.
Shit.
You are not jumping out of the way or some shit.
Yeah.
I agree that the
Just
idea
'cause-
of saving throws in strength doesn't like saving throws as a whole don't really make sense to me because it's just like
I have proficiency in strength saving throws.
you're a big strong lad.
Who wants to be A and who wants to be B?
Just first roll will be Coral, second roll.
I rolled them both at the same time, so they need to. Do you red and
Left.
yellow or
Up.
green?
Actually, hang on.
Oh, I
Left.
think
Well,
that.
no, because if you fail this, depending on how you fail it, it will
No,
you
roll-
will not be there. So
So,
you have to
who
roll
wants to
Coral
be-
first, and then
who
you
wants
have
to be
roll
the
Gildas.
red- Who wants to be red and
Okay,
yellow,
yeah,
and who
red,
wants to
'cause
be
I'm red.
green?
Green, because it matches my dice.
My red and yellow was a nat 1, and my green was a 16.
Okay, so Coral, you make it down fine, and just as you get to the bottom, I think there's a section that's just a bit too slick, and you give a bit of a tug, and he doesn't really expect it, and he falls straight in the hole.
Doesn't that also mean that Gildas, because
Gildas
he
has
doesn't
not
have
made it down at this
advantage,
point.
rolled a nat
No,
1?
we're under. Gildas will just
We're
make a single
under.
roll on his way down. Coral, you're fine. You
I-
probably hear him slip, and you can
I
just sort of duck out of the
roll,
way
you know, the
into the
My
Hello.
bones are broke.
Your
In
bones
the
are very
dark.
grateful.
Me
Yep,
or all
classic
of
eye
us.
roll in the dark.
Do I
Gildas,
roll
roll a
any-
dex check. Just a
I roll
All
regular
of
a
us?
Check.
If you have
Awesome.
acrobatics, get a It's,
We all roll a dexterity.
7.
Do I take any damage, like falling damage?
hang on, we haven't got that yet. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. You've already made it down. You slide down right behind him.
Yeah.
Mushu.
Even me?
Actually, no, none of you take any damage. You're all stuck in webbing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
goodness
fine.
sake.
And luckily, you're the one carrying all the things that are on fire, so you're fine.
My plank that's on fire.
Well, I'm
that I
assuming
was
whilst you were
holding.
holding the rope, which is when you fell in, you wouldn't been holding the.
I think I would have had it
Bells
next to
that
my
can help
feet,
with this?
probably.
Yeah,
Don't
so
think
it's
so.
up at the top, so you can see the light up there. You still got 2 torches and 1 lad with dark vision, so you're
I
fine.
cast light on the web.
All of the web glows, and you can see a dryad and an elf and a Kalistar stuck
I'm
in some webbing.
surrounded by idiots.
Seeing as you've cast light, all of you roll perception checks. You are indeed.
Perception
But I'm an
checks.
idiot who has illuminated the webbing just
Yes,
as
perception
a
checks, the
man
lot
will
of you.
illuminate. Oh, brilliant. I rolled a 10, so that's a -3
That's a 19.
to 7. And
9.
which is my passive perception. And for is the Dryad also rolling?
19.
Fucking yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't matter if
Dryad has a +0, so
Okay, well, roll anyway.
she also got a 7.
Coral, you notice something glinting underneath. Wait, so you're in a chamber at the very very deep down now. You've fallen, about 40 feet, and in this chamber is absolutely filled with webs. The whole thing.
Okay.
And right
How
underneath, all
far
of that,
away
right at
is
the
it?
bottom,
Like,
you
do I need
notice
to,
something
do I
shiny.
need to like crawl under the webbing? Can I use a dagger to sort of?
You have to sort of clamber under
No,
some
no,
stuff,
no.
but
I'm
I think
doing that.
You're
Can
probably
I
right.
take out my knife and start cutting the web?
No.
I
No.
take out my small
Me?
kitchen knife and I start cutting.
Make an attack roll.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
you'll
not
have to-
really
I
a
use
weapon.
one of the daggers.
It's not a weapon. It's just a knife. It's like when you have a knife and fork at a table.
That's
It's
a
that
fork.
kind of knife, just for
Right,
cutting
make,
things.
Um,
Am I
Can I
using
try
to
again?
hit? You say? Yeah, it's too tough. You don't really get through.
14.
Oh, you
hit.
do. Roll for damage. Call it a D4 plus your strength, Chris.
My kitchen knife is coming in handy.
No, you're strong. It doesn't matter how shit the knife is.
4 plus 3 is 7.
Oh,
It's
and
my max damage.
between the strength of your butter knifery and the weight on all of this webbing, you hear the snap and you all fall. You are now.
Is that
on
the
floor.
shiny thing?
And you have landed on a skeleton.
Ooh.
The shiny thing is the skeleton. Yes.
We all have landed on a skeleton.
Bits of you have landed on bits of the skeleton. Bits of you have landed on bits of more webbing. Rocks and things. Skeleton.
Rishu stands up and runs
Oh,
immediately to the
no.
nearest exit.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
It's what he would do. I have to do it. He doesn't
Inspiration
like
point
blood
for you,
or
Ushu,
bodies.
for being a little bitch boy and playing a true to heart.
You've
I'll
got
take
as
that away from you.
many as I.
Now I've got 3 inspiration
Oh my
points.
god.
I'm gonna collect them. And then in the one time I need it, I'm gonna
What do
be
you mean?
banging out
You can't
advantage.
use them. You can only use one at a time. You know that, right?
Mhm.
You can't like
When I'm level 20
You
against the
can cash
final
a
boss,
inspiration
all of my
point in,
rolls
but you
will be at
can't cash them.
Oh, yeah,
advantage.
yeah,
in one.
yeah.
Like if you fuck up a dice and then you
In
use an
one, like,
inspiration point,
roll.
you can't fuck that up again. You can't use another inspiration point.
The final boss will be fully advantaged. With-
Okay, so you have just left the webby room, and you are now so you just run straight through into the next. It's pitch black. in there.
Not only that, as an action, I do a dash.
So you shove yourself right into the middle of this room. You might
60
die.
foot
Oh,
into
God.
this room.
Okay. So you are now in the largest chamber you have seen. It's covered in webbing all the way around. Can you? No, you cast light.
Passive perception of 7
You cast light on the thing. You didn't bring
on
the light
the
with
web.
you, did you?
I can't see
There's a bit of
anything.
light radiating through, so you can see.
There's a backlight, like
You
a
can see
really. I could make out a
this-
shadow.
You can tell this
probably,
room is
and-
large, and you can tell there is something in the middle with glowing eyes, similar to the ones you've seen before, but it's bigger. And it's looking straight at you, and there are more eyes around, and you can hear generally like scuttling around you. And on the far side of this wall, you see this, like right in the center of the wall, this sort of pretty small in size, about 3 feet across, black
I want
hole.
it to be known, if I get to any
Black
amount
hole.
of edge, that
Not
in
a
the
black
dark
hole,
I can't
like
see
a hole that just
how deep the.
A big hole.
If I get to a ledge and like it can be around about this, like this low, but because of darkness I won't know. I'm going to.
Do you point it at the? Where are you pointing it? Okay.
I'm pointing it into the shadow because I hope it might light up the entire room.
Oh, you're just pointing it, not at the thing in front of you.
Maybe.
If you're pointing it straight ahead, it would be straight.
I assume that if it's big enough, then yes. If it's
okay.
it's dominating
roll
the room.
your thingies. Let me just open up the. Why didn't
It's
I
a
have this one?
D20.
Can we see the child anywhere while we're here?
You can, but you can't. As Ushu jumps in, you hear several kind of weakened wailings.
This is the wrong dice.
An indeterminate number of
I can't wait for
creatures
Ushu
kind
to
of croaking
explode.
and squeaking. Okay. Here we are. Right, roll your numbers. What are they?
Time for me to write them
16
down.
16.
is the
On the which one?
D20.
Okay.
95.
1695.
Well, do something
That's
good.
a
This is a bit
big
of a
number.
wham,
This'll
Do something crazy.
bam,
bit of a-
It is
shangalang.
a big
It's gonna be a bit of a
whammy.
whammy.
95, yeah.
It is a.
I mean, I don't know how.
Let's go.
95.
It is a bit of a 95. This is a bit
Flutey
of a whop.
Filibusters. Here we
Oh.
go. Toot the flute.
This is pretty good. The flute has been tooted, and upon flute, you know what? It does exactly what you want it to do. You're pretty lucky. The
Yay!
area in a 20-foot radius around the target bursts into green fire. The first time
Yes!
on a turn it enters the area or starts its turn in the area, it takes 3d6 fire damage. The flame doesn't
Coral
spread
gets
Right.
kind
or
of
ignite
a
flammable objects and burns from one
smug
hammer
fire.
before abruptly extinguishing.
Am
So,
I
hang
in?
on.
So that's from where I'm pointing, right? Not
So
from
that's,
me.
that's
because
straight ahead and then a radius. Yeah, so you
Are we
know,
just seeing like
it's like in
a
front
big
of
Coral,
old
your
green
dream's
like?
coming true.
So wait, we've just seen Ushu go into a chamber and followed by a massive green.
like a massive spider on fire with green flames. I'll do 3d6 damage and can't be extinguished for an hour.
Yes, well,
I've
so
done
actually,
my
now
work
that, now
for
that
this
it's lit
combat
up and
encounter.
you can see fully everything in the room, you now see there are holes around the sides leading to other places, and there is also webbing everywhere. And some of the webbing on to the left of you behind, just like next to the hole that you've just run through, there are 3 coex sitting there, like attached to the wall, like completely restrained. On the far side, there is this gaping black hole. It's about 3 feet wide. You can't see anything inside, but this rushing of air is coming from there. In front of you, in the fire, there is this about the same size as you. This kind of it's similar to the other creatures, but it's like covered. Instead of having hands and feet, it has 6 actual spider legs and a massive bloated abdomen, and it has this kind of humanoid goblin-like face similar to the other ones. With the same 3 eyes in a row on each side, and it has the 8th kind of pair of legs have hands on them, and it is now screaming in pain. Roll
Where
initiative.
is the fire on the massive spider?
It is the spider is in the fire. It's a 20-foot radius fire, so
It's in fire. Ah.
it's a big fire. It covers almost the entire room. All the creatures around it are not on fire, but there's a lot of fire.
That one.
Fucking awesome.
Which +2, because it's plus dex, is 3.
Okay.
I'm going last. And I can't leave the room. And I've just set the boss on fire.
The rest of you hear Ushu burst into a room, a series of creatures hissing, and then an enormous fire erupts, and the room glows green. So
Yeah, I sort of head
All I
towards
hear
the-
is
the.
the sizzling of fire.
Yeah, I'll get myself down and enter in.
okay. So
'cause-
upon that,
Well-
you guys will all roll initiative as well. I'd say.
Okay. 18.
Still
Yeah, that's a
can't-
16 plus
Thanks, really.
3, so that's 19. Do we, is
My
it
dex and
proficiency as well for
proficiency.
initiative?
Whoa,
No,
heavy.
so that's 19.
No.
Nope.
Okay. So what were you, Gildos?
18.
Okay. That Coral was 19, yes. Okay. So as you guys burst, and the Dryad, I guess, would also roll initiative. Do you control him, or does he just act independently?
The Dryad, who is a she,
She,
let us
sorry.
remind everyone. She operates on shares my initiative count, and also it's a concentration spell, so if I get hit by anything, I will have to do a concentration check, and if it fails, she will bloop out of here.
Okay. Right then. Well, there we go. There are two
So she...
creatures on the left-hand side of the room leap towards you, Ushu. They have a movement of 30 feet. They don't make it to you. And both of them throw a dagger each, so that's...
Ushu.
What's your AC?
You alright?
He's having a fucking stroke.
Are you okay?
What's your AC, my man?
12!
Oh, okay. So both those daggers lodge straight in your shoulder.
Oh,
Those are good
one,
rolls.
one for each shoulder.
Yeah, that's 11 damage.
Doesn't need to be a good roll. Brilliant. That's 2 concentration checks at a DC 10. So 11 damage
You have inspiration.
altogether. Like I would waste inspiration when I have another spell slot available.
I suppose so. Well, I mean, you
gonna be a total
waste
party
a spell
death.
slot on a Dryad falling down a slide.
Ah, fuck. Well, bye bye. Bye bye.
Poofs
That's
out of
a
existence.
natural 4 and a natural 2. There's no chance. Bye bye, Dryad. I shall summon you again on my turn, maybe. I don't know.
So, how far
Okay,
away is all the spiders from me?
Coral, it's your go.
Mm-hmm.
So, from where you are, Ushu is about 10 feet ahead of you. Well, no, probably about 20 feet. And then about a couple feet more ahead of him is a large 40-foot across fire with a big spider in the middle. And then there are two on the left, one on the right. The ones on the left are about 10 feet away from Ushu. So about 20 feet away from you. Sorry, about 30 feet away from you. And then the other one is
Sorry,
about
what was that last number?
60 feet away from you on the other side of on the far side of the cavern. 60. So there's two. The nearest ones are 30 feet away from you on the left-hand side, running towards Ushu. There's an enormous fire in the middle. with a
as a free
big
action, I'm
spider in the
going
middle of
to
it.
shout to Coral and
No!
say, in the dream, was the fire
Just sort of as
hurting
an
you?
obvious. Just as an obvious no.
Green fire's safe,
Yeah.
boys.
Did it?
I mean,
can't
to be fair, there were
remember.
2 different fires. One of them didn't hurt, and one of them
Yeah.
really hurt. I suppose
No.
the world got destroyed. So
This is not information Coral has given me.
No.
No, it
so
isn't.
Ushu, running into that green fire on its turn.
it
I
feels
said the
hot
fire-
as you run in. You fucking dolt.
I'm trusting the dream. The dream said
Ushu,
fire.
You watch a fucking spider creature screaming in pain on fire in front of you.
No.
Was the spider? I mean, I'm
I was on
assuming, like, the
fire.
spider creature was also on fire
It-
in the dream and was in pain, and she was whacking.
Why are you? There is a thing on fire in front of Ushu screaming. He's not going. He don't care what low
Ushu's
wisdom.
going the other way. Apparently, Coral beating the spider. This thing's now on fire. This is obviously going to be sus now because I've accidentally set fire to
I'm
the wrong
gonna
thing.
cast
Fuck.
chromatic orb.
This is actually
Give me a minute to
horrible
get the
news for
spell
Ushu to
up.
hear.
Okay.
Okay. 4 inches fit at one of the 2 on the left. One of them. And it's going to be fire damage, of course, because it's the only option. And I need to make a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nat 20. Plus 6.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
So that should be
So that doubles the
that's
damage.
68.
So roll twice the dice.
So 68, yeah.
6d8.
Fire damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's 38 damage.
We've just nuked the boss.
No, it's
3d6,
3d8 double, so it was...
6d8, which is
Ooh.
doubled.
Yikes, really?
Ah, 3d8.
Is that AoE
It's
or
a
on one
4-inch
total.
diameter sphere of energy at a creature.
You know what?
Fire!
I'm gonna give you that was such a massive blast. What type of damage? Oh, who am I kidding? It's Coral Redbeard. That was such an enormous amount of damage. I'll
On
give
what?
you half on the other one. So 68 on one, 3d8 on the other. For an enormous firebolt.
I'm
So
only
six-
casting
68
one spell.
and then 3d8 for the next dude.
Okay.
Because they're
Oh,
right
I'm,
next to each
I'm,
other.
I'm
that
just
was such a
casting
massive
another
blast.
firebolt.
Yeah, I know, but because it's a crit and it's such a big explosion, like, fuck it.
Oh, okay, right, so...
No. It's just the explosion from the
So I
chromatic
just
orb was
need to
so
roll
large.
3d8,
Like,
basically.
I don't see why it wouldn't have hit it for
Yeah,
some
so the
damage. 'cause
68
it's
is the,
a massive
is the
blast.
38. 38 damage
3d8 for
for
one,
the
68
68,
for the
yeah.
other.
Boy.
38 damage.
That's what I was saying, it's the
Oh my
60...
god, that's a hell of a right. He fucking it explodes. That's insta dead.
Wait, is this on the
No.
normal
No,
skeleton?
that was on the little spider cunt. Not
Yeah,
the
no,
big
so
I
as I
thought
said,
it
so
was
it
on
doubles...
like the big boss lad, like just
Yeah,
nuked-
same.
Wait, does it double the damage or double the dice?
Christ.
Were these the ones? Were
Yeah,
these
so
the
I
ones
rolled
running towards
68 and that
Ushu
was the
on the left?
38.
Yes, yeah.
So now I'm going to roll 3...
It's double the dice.
that is...
Yeah, that's fine.
9...
Yeah.
13.
So the next one,
damage.
just 3d8. Yeah. Wow, he is unhappy.
Sorry, I am
Um,
Coral Redbeard, like...
Damn, what a turn. You are Coral Redbeard. Gildas,
Nice
it's
one,
your
Captain
turn.
Carl.
You are at the foot of a cave. There is
Yeah.
a very sad creature that is 30 feet away from you on the left that has just been blown up partially, and then there's a creature who's in a fire about 60 feet away, well about 50 feet away, and then about 60 feet away there is a creature on the same like distance away, but on the edge of the cavern, so he's further away from you.
So the big spider and then 3 like that.
Big spider in a fire. Dude who just got exploded a bit nearer to Ushu, and then another dude on the same distance away as the big spider, roughly.
Oh.
who is not on fire at all. But you can see everything because of the sheer amount of green fire in the room.
I'm guessing this chamber looks quite familiar.
Yes. In fact, the
Okay.
breath coming from the hole is, you recognise that pretty clearly from the dream.
Right. Well, I'll take one shot at the one who's kind of already damaged.
Yep.
Might as well. And then the other one at the one who has not been scathed. And bam, bam.
Okay. What's the range on your longbow? It's more than 60 feet.
Uh,
It's like 200 feet. You're fine.
It is quite a lot.
Yeah. Okay, roll for
Okay,
attack.
what is it? 9 plus. I always forget what to add. It's proficiency bonus?
It's your proficiency for the rolling to hit. It's your proficiency and your dexterity.
Okay. Pretty sure that's 18 there.
Oh, that goes. Wow, what a long shot. Nice.
And then so should we say that was
the first one, the one on the left, I'm guessing.
okay? Yeah, and then same again, 18.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, roll for damage of both.
So for the first one, okay, 1, 2, 3.
Plus dex.
Yeah, so 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Hey!
Jesus, what a shot.
And then the other one, 8.
Okay. You get the other one from far away. You hear a yelp. The first one you get right in the chest just after he gets blown up and he croaks to the ground. That one that you just hit now sprints near to Ushu and chucks one of its daggers on the way, screaming. What's your AC? 12.
This is where the daggers are from.
What's your AC? It's 12.
12.
Okay.
You should let me know if the daggers turn into birds.
That's another 4 damage, piercing damage. This one lands in your ankle or something. I don't know.
Only 4. I have so much help. I am indestructible.
I'm invincible.
I am invincible.
Okay. Now
Boris,
the big
whatever his
turn.
name is.
Thank God no one's pissed him off specifically. It'd be terrible if one particular person pissed him off in such a way.
Yeah, this thing shrieks and charges for you. Although it starts its turn in the fire, so 1, 2.
To be fair, 3d6 damage is more than what Ushu would normally be pulling in this.
You took 9 more damage from the fire.
They are a little bit squishy.
Brilliant.
You guys are clearing through these fuckers. Well,
The dream team.
those ones are. This one's less squishy, but you'll be fine.
Yeah.
The best crew in space, and I said crew, Ushi.
What?
Alright, I know you're nervous to be called part of the crew.
I'm not part of the crew.
But you are in my heart.
I don't know what I am at the moment.
Part of the crew.
Okay, this one, he's holding this dagger in one hand. He scuttles towards you with a shriek, ear-piercing shriek.
Why does the big one have a dagger?
He's got hands. He's got leg hands for mandibles. He's disgusting.
This is terrifying, and why is this
so
his
hits you
ultimate
as well.
technique?
Oh, he really absolutely hits you with that one. And this dagger is bigger and scarier than all the previous daggers.
And bigger.
Well, it's not bigger and scarier. It's just poisoned. Okay.
Don't only poison.
This makes more sense. Thank God I decided to swap my... When I was choosing what I was going to get an extra saving throw in, I chose Charisma instead of Constitution.
Take 17 damage. Are you invulnerable to poisoning? I don't think you are.
No, I'm not, so I'll have to do a saving throw.
No, actually, this one doesn't require one of those. It's just poison damage.
Oh, guys.
17 damage, my man.
Oh,
He has
God.
plunged this dagger straight into your arm, and it is.
Guys, I think I've got an allergy
see
to
the, you see
to
you
the poison.
can feel the poison just like spreading through your arm, and this crippling pain. You make that face.
Don't worry,
Ushu,
guys.
it's your turn.
I've got plenty of hit points left. They can wail on me all long day.
It's your
Now,
turn.
how far away is he still in the green fire?
No, he's out of the green fire, but like just.
Okay, just now. A couple of questions. Now, the spell grease. It is up to interpretation whether the grease is flammable or not.
Well, so crucially, the fire does not spread or ignite flammable objects, so you are in luck.
So it does not. Then it's not going to be the grease. It's going to be gust of wind. I'm going to push him back into the fire.
I'm dealing with that noise on the recording.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Read me the.
So it is an action. A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. It is concentration for up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Each creature that starts in the line must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line.
What's the strength saving
Any
throw?
creature. It is a 15.
Ooh, bad luck. He digs his disgusting spider legs into the floor, and he resists.
Yeah.
But it stays there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it stays there. So next turn he'll also have to do it, and if he tries to move forward towards me anymore, but every 2 feet of movement it is 1 foot, so they move slower when they're going in the direction of the wind.
Okay. And do you do anything else?
It also extinguishes.
Well, it doesn't extinguish this fire because it's cool fire.
But it doesn't extinguish that fire. And I'm just gonna turn. I'm gonna be like, you guys handle the small chops whilst I push this boy back into the fire.
Good. It is Coral's go.
And make sure Gildas has started exploding.
Oh, wait, do you turn around and see Gildas?
I'm very concentrated on, I'm not gonna lie, I'm bluffing to the team. It's not going well.
So
I'm not look them in the face.
I've exploded one of them.
It's Coral's go.
I've exploded one of
Turns
them.
around half the face
There's
peeled
the
off.
dude that Ushu.
There's only one. There's one little one left, which is now about 10 feet away on the right from Ushu, and then there's the big one. It's literally in front of him, which you probably don't, unless you move. You don't have a clear shot on.
Fuck off!
Save the children. That's a trap.
The children are far away from the fire. They are
Check
stuck in webs.
Gilgas. Check on Gilgas.
So that way I can be in line with.
I'm fine.
Like,
You
so that
can
way I
move.
have a
Moving is
clearer
an option.
shot of the spider. That Ushu is pushing back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Move to have a clear shot.
Yeah, so that's.
And
you,
I'm gonna
you
cast
would
Chromatic
probably- Yeah,
Orb
you'd move your full movement,
again.
and you'd have a clear shot. Okay, do you move left or right? If you move right, you have a clear shot of one, and
Yeah.
the other one's kind of near
So
you.
I moved
Or if you
that
move
way.
the
I'm
other way,
further
you're on
away
the
from
far
the one on
side
the
of
right.
the one that's on the because there's a small one on
So
the
yeah,
right
I'm
of
gonna
him.
cast Chromatic
So
Orb
left, even if you move left or
at
right.
the central big boy one.
Okay, so
So that's
you're on
roll
the left now.
attack.
Perfect.
Oh. Just a note, the roll's supposed to be at the beginning of the creature's turn, but because you've already rolled it,
That will carry that
it'll
one.
be the next turn. Yeah, next turn.
That's a 13 plus 6.
If Ushu's up, then yes.
13 plus 6 is 19. To hit.
I was thinking about that. Oh, what? Sorry.
Blam. And that is once again.
Yeah, you get it. Blammed right in the side.
Roll to hit and get all the d8s out again. I didn't think about this, did I?
Okay, roll to hit.
12 damage. And as a bonus action, I'm going to convert my sorcerer points into
12 damage. Okay.
a spell slot. So I basically have a spell slot now, but no sorcerer points.
Cool. Yep. Gildas, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I might as well take out this other small little one that's by Ushu.
Okay.
So if I move, so if Coral moves left, I'll move right.
Yep.
So like like a team, a triangle, point of position. Yeah, and I'll how's that spider looking? I only did
the
about
little one.
Yeah.
It's looking
I'm
injured. Pretty badly injured, but
That's-
not like super injured.
Let's cover our bases and get 2 shots on that one.
Wait, so where are you? Sorry, you're on the right side, nearer the basically
Yes.
symmetry with Coral.
Yes, yeah. Cool. Right. So first one, 9, 18 again. Do I get
You hit.
these? And 4 plus
Okay.
9.
You hit with one of them.
13.
The other one sails
Okay.
past. Wait,
Well,
13 to hit. Oh
but
my god,
yeah,
you
'cause
rolled
it's
so well. No, you don't quite get it.
It's just that proficiency bonus.
Only
So just the one hit.
Just the one hit, actually.
The one hit, actually.
Actually, why are you smiling so much?
12.
12 damage. Right in the fucking neck, and he chokes on his own blood and crumbles to the floor.
Hooray! Well done, us. What a team! What a crew!
This one in the middle, it casts. Actually, no. It just keeps on slashing away at Ushu. Let's see. You have a 12,
This
12
puffy
AC,
face.
don't you?
Yeah, this
Okay.
puffy face just turns and just goes, "Do your worst."
He plunges another dagger in on the other side. Oh no. Okay. Do you? Oh, that fell. Oh my god, I'm just blundering. Right. Oh god. Oh no, he's rolling quite well. Oh, he's rolling really well on this poison. That's 21 damage.
21
As he
damage.
sinks this dagger right into your rib cage and
What's
shrieks.
2 minus 21?
Dead.
Well, I would do a concentration check, but
The wind goes.
I'll just
unfortunately.
roll.
I thought you waited
roll my
turn.
death
Oh, it's only
save.
turn.
Do you do that one immediately, or do you do it wait a turn? I can't remember.
It's on my turn.
But yeah, but is it on your next turn, or is it when you die? Oh, of course, because it's. I see.
On my turn.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, it is your turn, so.
I will message you what I rolled, so that it's a secret from everyone else.
I like secrets.
Oh la la.
Wow.
Ooh la la.
Ushu dice. Nat 1.
So is there only one in the middle that's left?
Okay.
Or is there both
Coral, it's your turn.
stabbed?
Yep. And it's just stabbed Ushu right in the. He's not doing very well. He's kind of convulsing on the floor from a lot of
Coral
poison.
care?
The swelling is continuing
He's
to
quite swollen.
expand.
He's noticeably
No.
swollen.
But she is gonna cast.
No. I'll be fine.
Cast Chromatic Orb.
You guys smash him to pieces.
Chromatic Orb seems to be doing really well right now. Pretty. That's fine.
It's pretty good. Burning Hands will kill Ushu, so.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh
Do
no!
it.
Coral, I'm
Do
not
it.
kidding. It will kill
Do
Ushu.
it. Do it.
You will actually
Do
kill
it.
him. Do you really want to
Coral
kill
would-
him?
Do it.
Is
Coral would though
Ushu
kill
one
him,
of Coral's
so
friends,
she can
though?
be a bitch all she wants, but I don't think she'd murder one of her friends.
She,
Is Coral a murderer?
Coral's just
I
thinking
thought
like
the
it would
whole-
be
The whole
so
thing
easy,
at the
no
start
one
of this
would know.
campaign was that she regrettably and was very, very
Yeah,
paranoid
that
about
wasn't
it.
even murder.
Ditched some friends. That wasn't even murder. You're now talking about straight up murdering him.
Daddy,
Got Fire God.
No one would know.
do you know what? I think
Daddy
Daddy
Fire
just
God
needs
needs
his
his
victims.
victims.
What would Coral
Daddy
see?
also
Coral
needs victims.
doesn't.
You got a lot of victim-y.
Yeah, but
Do
Victim-hungry
what
people.
Coral would do.
Coral's not a murderer, but she doesn't.
Coral
But
would
she
not
doesn't
murder.
like
the
Ushu.
character you made,
Would
Coral's
she-
not a murderer.
Yes, he
And
doesn't
you
think
have a
not
spell
in
that
cold blood.
Won't
If
do that.
he was to die,
Enough to kill him in cold blood.
It's
yeah, no, that's probably
Well-
she's probably finding
The
it quite
fucker's lying
funny
on the
if
floor,
he's like
already
it was
screaming in
dramatic.
pain.
Yeah.
It was a dramatic. He's unconscious
yeah,
actually.
no, I'm
She may be enjoying it, but he is also about to die, and she
Yeah.
probably would not kill him because the character you. It's interesting. The character you started with was a very like pacifist
well,
almost.
Yeah,
like,
that's
It
she
is
had to have a
not.
reality
She's
check
turned pretty
pretty
quickly into a-
fast.
a murder hobo.
Yeah.
Murder
Okay.
hobo.
S-
All I ask is that you leave
Heart
it in
of
the
the-
fate of the dice.
It's not
All
heart
I
of the
ask is that
cards,
it's
it's heart
left
of
in
the
the fate of
dice.
the
Heart
dice
of the
on the
dice, heart of
next
the
roll.
dice.
I've not had a nat
Nat
one
20.
for a while. With a
Chromatical.
death save. I
Again.
want it.
68.
All the
68.
dice.
1, 2, 3. Let me get my phone
Wow.
again.
Okay,
Deal
that's 68.
damage.
Roll it all, please.
Let me get my app up again.
I deal 6 damage.
I was saying
29
68
damage.
then. It's like, what, 68?
68. I mean, it might not be fucking
68 damage.
60.
Why is that really sad and
oh
not
my
dead?
God, this thing is very, very, very.
Why is he
sad.
not dead? Why did you
Oh
have to
my
roll
God.
a 2?
Now
On
he's so
fire.
nearly dead. He's. I think he's actually like he is on fire currently, and
Kill him, Gil.
very like in pain. Gildas.
Gildas would.
Not on the
Gildas
same
would.
page.
Would Gildas
Gildas.
care about his friend? As it says,
Spider.
Gildas would his friend
as
is
it
screaming
says-
and spluttering.
That
and
roll.
crying.
yeah,
I'm not
as it says on
screaming,
top,
I'm
your friend
unconscious.
Gildas.
It's fine.
Fine.
Go
He's
to
bubbling.
Gildas.
Yeah, I will go up to I will go up to Gildas and cast
Go up to Gilgas.
I'll go up to
I'm
Ushu and I
fine.
cast
It's
Cure
fine.
Wounds. I'll do it.
I rolled-
I'll get rid of
On
my
that
second
68, I
spell.
rolled
Yeah,
7, 2
second
6, and 5,
level.
a 3, and a 2. If I hadn't rolled the 2, if I'd rolled
and then
better rolls on the 2 and the 3, would have been fun.
Oh yeah.
you have 8 hit points.
Thank the Lord.
Guys,
Lucky
I
you.
just think my immune system's sorted out.
Ushu, it's me, Gildas, your friend, your crewmate.
Oh,
Can you hear
I
me?
didn't
think
think
this,
you would heal me.
This raging on fire spider monster sees Coral and speeds towards you and
Oh, that
slams
yeah,
a dagger
that,
into your
that
chest.
does it.
Um,
That does it.
that's
Oh,
an
jeez.
18 plus 5 to hit. That'll do it.
Isn't it the start of its turn?
Does
though,
it feel like
doesn't even need to
fire?
do a thing. Okay.
No, that was
No.
before Ushi was unconscious.
Wait, are you unconscious now?
Nah, she won't be.
Ah.
13 damage. That
16,
was
did you
very
say?
weak rolling.
13.
Feel
Oh,
the
yeah.
searing
Wow.
pain of this poison. As
That's
it
really-
fills your
That's my
heart.
temporary
13 damage.
13.
Ushu's died once,
Aw.
Gildas has died once, and
So, yeah,
Coral's
yeah,
just like,
I'm-
ah, bugger, my temporary hit points.
Damage now.
Ushu, it is your go. What do? You are Ouchie.
Well, I have to get up first.
You do. That'll be your turn.
Gildas.
Oh, is that half
How
your
does
movement?
Gildas look?
He looks all good. He's not dead yet.
Yeah, I'm
He
okay.
looks normal.
Well, he's pretty like
I've been
green because
injured.
of all the green fire.
Gildas.
Have I turned into a bird yet?
You're not a bird.
Gildas, listen to me, okay?
I'm listening.
I think Coral has a handle on this scenario. You just keep firing arrows. You see the big breathy thing? We need to get you
No?
close to that. It's gonna be a bigger spider. You're gonna start glowing. It's gonna be great. I saw a light when I was dead. It's a sign. We gotta go to the bigger spider. She'll
Gildas.
be fine. You just
Why am I
fire
calling you
arrows.
Gildas? Ushu, you've
Why
been
are you
hit on the
calling?
head pretty bad, bud.
Yeah.
No, it was
he's
my
calling you
dream.
Gildas after all. Oh my
It
god.
was my dream, Gilgas. I really
You've
have to
got
go.
you've got concussion
once.
I'm
again.
gonna grab.
He did it
I'm gonna
once. He called him correctly.
the fire coral lights you.
Never
Take
let
my
go,
hand,
Gildas.
Gildas.
Never
I'm
let
gonna
go.
I'm gonna grab him by the scuff of the neck. Keep firing at the big one. We're going to the
Can
bigger
I
one. We gotta
can
go.
I try and resist that?
You can. You're opposing strength checks.
Carl, it's your turn.
It's saving.
Oh wait, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
I'm
Around
dragging him.
Well, he's
I'm dragging him.
trying to drag me into the fire.
There's no one
No,
within
not
5
into
feet
the
of
fire.
us,
We're
is
going
there?
around the fire to the
Oh,
hole.
right.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Oh. Oh no,
Just keep
I won't.
firing. I'm
Oh, I can't-
taking you there. I'm leading him the way to the
There's
what
no
I
one in
assume to
5.
be a
There's no one
massive
in 5
ass
feet.
spider in the other room.
There's
Just
no one in
keep
5 feet of us,
firing.
is
I
there?
can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to use
Okay,
my
Won't set
fine.
fire
cutlass,
to my
and
grease.
that's also going to
That
have
is
sneak
no
attack
longer.
damage, so that's
Right.
a lot of
Yeah,
dice.
there's no one in 5 feet.
Yeah, that's a
Do
12
it.
to hit.
Do it.
That doesn't do it, no. Oh!
That doesn't do it. Gildas, it's your turn.
Right.
Where are
yeah.
you aiming them?
You know what? You know how it is. 2 arrows.
I'm
Yeah,
going to go
dear.
closer to the toilet. And
13. That's not going to
13
hit, is it?
does not hit.
And then 14.
That also doesn't hit.
Oh,
They both
jeez.
Gildas.
pierce it. This
Because
fucker's
you're
so
pulling
nearly
me. I'm
dead.
like...
Gildas, I told you you're supposed to hit him.
yeah, he's just doing this with my arms. What?
Gildas, listen to me. We've got to hit him. We've got to go in the hole.
It's what's it gonna do? It's got a lot of options that I haven't used. So it's gonna-
Ushu is currently there's a yellowish tinge with the pus on the left hand side. I can just see no depth perception out of the right eye as he's limping Gildas towards the hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what he rolls. Oof, nah, Coral's fine.
He is delirious from his almost death.
I'm gonna say Ushi, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
He didn't do
monster tried to
anything.
attack Coral, but didn't. He missed completely because he's so wildly in pain.
Continuing around the fire to the hole with Gildas.
Okay, you're about halfway around the fire.
I can't do anything. I can do this though. I know I had a dream. I know I can do this.
We'll wait. It's Coral's go next. We'll wait for Coral.
I'm going to also, I think, as well. How big is Silent Image?
What do you do?
Just checking how big Silent Image is.
Can't remember.
No larger than a 15-foot cube. I'm also going to cast Silent Image, and I'm basically going to make it a one-way mirror, but like with the one-way being like
Can
a
you do
rocky
that?
formation. I think
What?
so.
Between you and the monster, or what?
Yeah, between us and the monster. So then he won't see where the arrows are coming from, and we can kind of swoop into the hole unnoticed. I don't reckon that it's a very I reckon no, it's attempting to be convincing. I think, you know, he can try and look through it.
Well, you know,
How about that
spiders.
food?
Spiders, eh?
Oh.
No,
Imagine
we're actually
if
You
spiders.
see-
yeah.
They just look like
Isn't
spiders.
that yeah.
See that ridiculous display last night?
What were they thinking, Brie or Walcott like that?
Oh, it never gets
Ushu
old.
tasting death for what will not be the last time.
You won't.
You
Keep a
wouldn't
record of the
steal
number
a
of
car.
times you drop unconscious, because it's
It's
staggering.
been once per encounter thus far.
Is it really? Holy shit.
Yes.
I thought you
dropped
killed
in
the
every
big
single
old
encounter.
toad.
You didn't
Yeah,
drop in
after I got
in the
healed
toad,
back
did you?
up.
Did you really drop in the
I
toad
did
encounter?
drop in the... Yeah, I dropped in the toad. And I got healed. And then I whacked
Came
the
back, sorry.
star
Sorry.
from 1 HP. It was incredible. Because I went down and I rolled a nat 20.
Where is the spider
You
thing?
got attacked, but it
It's
did
in my
not
face.
hit.
Well, I'm going to do
So
exactly the same
now
thing
it's
as
your
what I did
go.
last time,
What
and that's...
do you want to do?
Is anyone within 5 feet? No.
He's in your face.
Not even close. Yeah, that's a 19 plus 6.
Do that
Okay.
again.
Come
So
on.
that is
Not even close.
No, you can't see
1d6
anyone.
plus 3d6.
Okay, roll
This is my
damage.
Yeah.
magic.
Come on, finish it, finish it, finish it.
You
Can't
okay?
not kill
Right.
it.
How do you
I'm
want to do this?
gonna
Just how do you want to kill it? Because you can't
Two-handed.
not kill it.
cutlass, like, swing at
Not
it.
one, I bet. Is that a challenge?
Right,
Not
like,
with
you know,
that
from like
attitude.
shoulder down to like the waist.
I don't want to
Full
do it.
strength.
How about
Well, remember, I'm only 5.
Full strength. It kind of looks up at you and then is cut deep. Well, it's low down to the ground because it's a
Nice.
spider thing. And you chop it real good.
It
and
wasn't
it's
really a
now
puzzle,
dead
though,
as
was it?
fuck. Well done. You have succeeded
encounter?
on my spider puzzle. Now, it wasn't a puzzle. Well, encounters are puzzles, really, aren't they? So right
Gildas,
or wrong.
hole. Gotta get in the hole. Come
Gildas.
on, in the hole.
You, as you come closer to this hole, you get a sense of the exact same fear that you felt before, and you feel its breath, and you feel just the unbelievable scale of this thing. You can't see it, you can't see anything in the no amount of light. It's dark, but you
it?
are feeling.
Gildas.
You feel that the
Gigantic.
presence of this creature. Creature is barely cutting it. This thing's godlike.
Gildas, listen to me.
You know what to
You
do.
know what, Ushu, we've got the kids. We came here for what we were gonna do. I think let's call it a night. Get rested out.
Gildas, the vision. The vision.
Yeah,
Light. You gotta light
certainly a vision.
You gotta
You
light
okay?
up. It's the only time I've dreamed, Gildas. This is important. I can't fuck this up. What if
Was
I
it
stop
concussion?
getting the visions? This is important, Gildas. Look, you just gotta go in there and turn into light. It's very simple. There's a spell for it somewhere. I could light worship you if necessary. It would be
Gildas.
fine.
Okay, I'm going
have the
to. I
stage.
can't do that. I can't do. Yeah. If I didn't expend my second skill slot, I could have sent in Errol and looked through his eyes, but I can't do that.
Gildas, if you need somebody to look ahead, Pancake's willing to lay his life on the line. What? It's fine, Gildas. I could summon another dryad. They can teleport slightly.
Right.
It'll be fine.
I will take a peek into the hole.
Jump in.
Put the rope on. I'll take a peek.
I'm gonna push
but-
him in when he peeks
But
over.
no, but you have to say right now that you're one of my crewmates.
I will push your ass in there.
this stumbly motherfucker.
Come on, just bring it in and say my crewmate, and I give Ushu a hug. Just whisper it. No one has
Get in the hole.
You've got to say it. And then stay there
Whilst
until
I'm
you say
hugging, can I slowly sumo him to the hole?
Slowly, sumo.
Say it, goddammit. Say it. I'm getting emotional. Say it.
I'm part of the crew.
Yay!
Hear it.
And I don't feel as scared anymore. And well, if I can get my rope out, I'll tie it to. Is there like if looking in the hole? Is there a way to like get down it, or is it just
It's black.
It's just a drop?
There's nothing. You can't see anything.
God, I'm getting scared myself. Right, okay, I'll do it. Get a rope.
Can I
get
do
a
the
rope,
push
tie it.
action?
You can you can feel eyes on you, Gildas. Not from anywhere in the room.
okay.
You feel, and it's good.
Can-
It feels right.
Feels right. Okay, then I jump down. Do it.
Gildas,
Can I
you see?
grab onto
No, you
the
cannot.
rope?
Shush.
Okay,
You see?
but I let Errol. I
Errol-
take Errol out.
Errol flies away.
Put him-
You see Gildas leap into this hole, and you hear gnashing of jaws on just a terrifying scale, and Gildas disappears, and then there's nothing for a second, and then from within this hole, you see light beginning to go, and glow and glow and glow until you can't see anything. It is the brightest thing you've ever seen. I mean, you'll get not much, but you see this hole and it's powerful light radiating out.
I was
This
ready,
light feels
taking a
like
picture of Gildas fall and...
this light feels like joy. And Gildas, you from the inside of this god become an avatar of Hedalapothos and burst this creature from the inside out, and he radiates into this swarm of butterflies and birds that glow with a pure white light and flutter out through the cave all the way back up. And then there is silence.
From Cora's perspective, there is maniacal laughter coming from Ushu. This shit, I've decided, is fucking him the right up. He's been told
Delirious,
by gods that
not
he's
relational.
a fucking prophet. And
You
he's
convinced
just
him to
pushed
jump
someone
in.
into a hole, and they burst into
For the
a
record, you didn't
million
push him
light
in, he jumped in.
butterflies.
Damn.
I jumped in.
Damn.
Jumped in. I am.
Plot
And that
twist.
is the end of Gildas.
Do we level up?
He killing a
Gildas.
We
god.
just killed a god.
What twist?
We're involved in
You didn't fucking
Well,
kill a
we
god.
didn't kill him. I
did.
convinced
Gildas, your
someone to
friend.
kill a god.
You did not. Gildas made the ultimate sacrifice, and as we all know, when it comes to gods, sacrifice is payment. And so, if you make the ultimate sacrifice, you can do some pretty crazy shit.
Damn.
Which is why he exploded a fucking ancient god that was slumbering under a planet. You
And
will have
Errol!
at the end of the session. So, it is just the two of you. And Errol,
I turned to
flying
Ushu,
around.
he's like,
he's just
I think
flying
we
I left
around.
Errol
Oh, and there's
behind.
3
he might
coax,
need a
but,
healing
yeah.
potion.
He might need a healing potion.
Just this swollen face turns. We are gods! Ushu collapses onto the floor out of energy.
What is your alignment?
My alignment, I chose
Both.
my alignment to be, I can read people's star signs and tell them which star sign they are. So my star sign is the ship, the first vessel to sail around the ocean and managing to reach into the heavens.
No, your alignment.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's what I put down as my
Why is
alignment.
Coral's
Ah,
not
ah,
the
okay.
His
ship?
alignment is a ship.
I was a ship.
True north,
Chaotic
baby.
Typical issue.
Though I might be updating that to something like the Zealand.
Chaotic neutral.
I'm pretty sure Coral's chaotic evil, no?
I'm pretty sure when I tried to get
Wait,
when
sorry,
I was
what-
trying
what-
to
what-
read
what is she-
Coral was resistant to it.
Yeah, but like
Chaotic neutral.
neu-
She's
like
been
chaotic in the
tempted
sense
to
that
not
she'll do
kill people.
whatever the fuck
like,
she
most
wants,
of the
but
time.
neutrally, is it good?
I don't know.
Is it bad?
Fair enough.
Who knows?
Um,
It's just chaos. Yeah.
Is it good for Coral?
We're in a cave,
Yes,
there's a
do.
bird flying
No,
around,
no.
there's 3 children screaming like.
yeah, you are in a cave.
Yes.
There are 3 children screaming. Do you help the children? Do you have to think about
Chaotic
that?
neutral. No, I'm just thinking about
Literally
like,
what you're here for.
dreams.
Chaotic
Did I say
neutral.
kid?
Chaotic
Did I
neutral, by
not?
the way.
I think I remember saving them.
You did not save.
Oh,
You did
right,
not.
okay.
The significance of the dream was that if you
Yeah.
stopped the sacrifice from happening.
Okay, I
Rather
don't give a
than-
shit about the kids.
But seeing as a different sacrifice has
Ah.
happened, the world will
Also,
not end
do I give a
because
shit
you
about
killed the
Ushu
god.
being dead on the floor?
Oh my god.
I'll be fine in 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, now you can have hit dice and stuff. I mean, these kids are kind of squirming, and you know, it's literally all you're here for. So, if you don't come back with the children, they're going to be sort of miffed.
I'm going to look at the children and be
Also,
like,
Coral, I mean, so
Okay.
maybe Coral doesn't give a shit about the children, but she knows that the villagers are her only ticket off this planet.
Coral,
and
wait.
so she might want to maybe.
Coral, wait. In order to baptize you into the dream pantheon, you must endure suffering. And then I tug on Coral and just go, I need 15 minutes, please, can we just leave? I cannot breathe. The poison's coursing through my
Okay.
veins. I just need to be sick into the hole.
Can I?
You could be
Yeah, I was
sick
gonna
of it
say,
all.
yeah. I'll roll some hit dice.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, the
Have a short. Can we have a short rest?
jolly good.
Kids,
Roll your hit
kids
dice.
are in the.
Okay.
Kids are in the
Okay.
strung up whilst.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a point. I could just let's
Um,
just do 2.
I'm going to. Fuck it, we're not gonna have another short
Let's do
rest today.
2d
Let's just do all of them. Why not?
2d8 plus 1d6.
Just
So
do
I've got
them
some
all.
left over.
Fuck it, it's a party and everyone's invited.
Is everyone invited?
Four,
Six,
that's 5, 6, 7.
12,
So that's up to
24.
40.
I just get up to full health.
I'm gonna roll my last 2 as well, even though I said I wasn't. But no,
I feel better than ever.
and that puts me up to max health.
Oh.
Back up to 45, but no temporary hit points now. No, they don't come back, which makes me sad.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end
they
of
don't
the at the end of the short rest, I get out my kitchen
Yeah, with knife.
knife and I
Yeah.
using code thoughts, and I punk the thought on their forehead of, yeah, there's gods in this world, don't worry about it. And I use my kitchen knife to slowly saw them out. Do that to each one of them. I go, I look, I've made our 3 little zealots, isn't that nice?
All right, you guys clamber back out of the chamber.
Okay.
There is still that skeleton sitting there. I
How
have
do
no
we-
idea how you're going to get up
I've
all the
got
way
plus
out of
6 in
the
dexterity, I'll be fine.
all the way out of the big.
Do you know
slippery
what?
slope that
Do you know
you have to
what?
follow
I've got
down.
a plan! I've got a plan!
What about the kids?
No,
I'm
I've
just
got a
going
plan,
to
Ushu. Ushu, I've
Draw
got a
my
plan.
fingers out
Right,
onto the
I'm gonna
chart,
climb up
and I'm
to the
going
top,
to
right?
summon back.
You're really strong, right?
Okay.
and I'm good at like catching and whatever and all that stuff. Why don't you throw the kids up to me? Exactly, and then I've got to catch them.
How do I
You
get
think
out?
you can
Oh,
they're not massive, right? So you can yeet them up 40 feet.
Don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry.
No.
Do you have the rope?
I also need to get out, and I am not as dexterous.
Yeah.
I would
Where's
suggest
the rope
maybe
gone?
summoning my face first, and then we can climb up the rope.
There is webbing everywhere.
Yeah, so if I climb up with the rope and then I can then...
The rope is, I think it would
The
have.
rope's on at our feet.
It's yeah,
It
the
fell down
lower
with
end.
me.
Oh yeah, can we investigate the
Yeah.
skeleton?
There you go.
Brilliant, have fun.
Do you have investigate the
I wanted
skeleton?
to do that earlier, but someone was me.
Fantastic.
I have no interest in such things. It is spooky and scary, and I do not like it, even though
It
I have
is
proficiency
so.
in
It is a skeleton
investigation.
Well,
wearing
done the
plate
investigation
armor.
check, to be honest.
It
Okay.
has on it. Bear with me. Oh, you don't have to. No, you don't have to investigate. It's like fucking there. There's nothing you'd need to investigate. So it's got on about its person. It is
Mhm.
crunched up
recognise
against
the ringer?
sort of the wall. It's got it's plate armor.
I was
It's
gonna say,
in
do I
decent nick.
recognise the ring?
Has a ring on one finger. Shaped like two ram's heads. What do you say? Not recognizable, but it looks useful, pretty, and nice and magic. There's the hilt of a sword emblazoned on the end of it is a sun, but there's no blade. There is a very ornate and well-crafted shield that looks very good, and then there's also a potion
Can I pick up?
that
Potion of
you
healing.
might recognise as a potion of healing.
Do I recognise the symbol on the hilt? It's a sun. Can I pick that up
Mhm.
as well?
It's a sun. You can. When you pick it up, the second you put it in your hands, something kind of clicks within you, and out of the hilt comes what I can only describe as a lightsaber. Which, if you weren't careful, probably like burned your fucking eyes out.
Hey, Harry
So,
Potter and Luke
What is
Skywalker.
what is
Two
this?
stories
I'm
from
gonna-
my
I'm
life.
actually gonna put it down. Oh. Okay. I wonder why it's called the Sunblade.
It's a lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber. It's called the Sunblade.
So would I be
It's a
proficient
long
in-
sword.
Lightsaber.
It's a long sword, but it has the finesse property.
Simple hand crossbow.
Yeah, it's a martial weapon. You're proficient in martial weapons, I think. What are you
Yeah, short
proficient in?
swords. I'm proficient with short swords. What is it? The sun
Oh no,
sword, did
you
say?
are proficient with it. Oh no, if you're proficient with short swords or long swords, you're proficient with it. Oh, there you go. Lucky you. Sunblade. And you also have the Ring of the Ram, which you don't know how to use yet, so even if you Google it, you have to figure it out, like in character.
And then
Because it is just a ring. And then there is a shield and a potion.
sorry about this. And then what are the stats of the Sunblade? Okay.
I'll just send you. It's complicated. I'll just send you it.
Cool.
Okay, and you are now trying to get out of a thing. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
you climb
13
up.
plus
So roll a
6,
dexterity
so
check,
it's 19.
acrobatics check.
Yay. So then, chuck the rope down.
Oh, deftly scuttle all the way up the top, holding the rope.
Yep. Okay. And then
Alright,
I then
the three coax you
I
won't have
then
to
coax
make a
the
strength check for
children
'cause they're
to
tiny. So they can
climb
climb
up
up pretty
on
easily. And
coax.
the
coax the
Ushu
coaxes
And
will
you.
to hold the rope, you know.
Perfect.
I don't care! I'm coaching these children. This is a heavy boy. Okay.
They're,
I'm bringing all
they're
the
a
coats
foot
down.
tall.
I'm holding as well.
Oh, you're
Okay,
holding
yeah.
as well.
Boy.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna like, right,
Yeah.
you guys help. I'm
Strength
off for
saving
lunch.
throw.
you guys help. I'm
Athletics
watching.
check.
But
Okay.
All right, make a strength saving throw. Sorry, an athletics check. What am I doing? Yeah.
It's a 13.
And Ushi make an acrobatics check with advantage.
Wait. Oh wait, yeah,
13.
no. It's 13.
We'll see how.
13.
Actually, okay, Ushi, if you would prefer, you can have athletics instead, so it can be strength instead of dex.
14.
Hell yeah. Wait, it's with advantage.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 and a 9.
Fuck it, that works. You just slipperily and cumbersomely manage to climb all the way up this thing, and you are out in the air. It's
Yeah.
like getting lighter.
Coral,
It's no
can
longer
you-
quite so dark. It's low light levels.
Coral, can you
We'll-
lead
we'll
the
follow the
way?
children.
I don't really know. which
Right,
way to
children!
go back. I was trying to-
I mean, I think the coaxes will probably be able to figure it out. The children.
Oh,
One of
no.
the children needs to
Oh,
make a dexterity saving throw.
That's fine.
Dear.
Oh, it's a 17, motherfucker.
17, that succeeds. Let
You
me
have to
just
try
check
and
what
explain
happens
to
if they
the
succeed.
shaman. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, child.
Just a string whacks out underneath the feet. I just go.
He kind of you see him sort of chirp and jump in excitement as he beats some kind of test. And the rest,
Yep.
they all run
We
off
follow them. We have to run after them.
back to the
Grab my
village.
rope. And back to the village. Don't worry, I think we successfully mind wiped the youth into believing in our gods. So
They
that's all good.
so you make it back to the village. The villagers see you, the two of you, and see the lack of a Gildas. Oh, as you're walking through the forests, you see all around you now these glowing butterflies
Don't know.
and birds flying around.
How good do you think these coax are at ship repair? Just considering how far back
Better
we
one,
are.
yep.
Not very good.
Also, what
However-
state does the ship have to be in to fly?
A better one than this. All in good time. What do Will? What do you think Errol does? Do you think Errol stays with the party? Stays on the planet? What's Errol up to?
I mean,
Stays with the
Errol's
village?
pretty. Errol's pretty. He's a bit of a lazy boy. He just does whatever easiest for him, to be honest. So I'm sure he flew back to the village, kind of. Maybe he nestled next to like the little statue.
Perfect. I love it. That's brilliant. So yeah, you make it back to the village. They see a lack of Gildas, and immediately the shaman sets about painting a new mural. As the entire tribe is now like kind of kneeling to you and cheering and
Yeah.
very happy.
This feels fun.
Full party time. End of Star Wars. Ewoks, doing their little dances and shit with all the drums and everything, the whole shebang. And the shaman paints in impressive speed a painting of Gildas. And his like kind of turning into the butterflies and the birds,
Yeah.
as
you
was
mentioned.
foretold. And the shaman takes from he has this staff with these three objects floating. He takes the two of them and he takes the marbled scarlet and blue and the incandescent glowing blue sphere,
Back to the red one.
and he hands them both to either of you.
Take one each.
So you have the red and blue one, and you have the blue one. Where, Chris? Okay. These are.
Bottoms up.
You can't eat. They're rocks.
Ah!
This big, you can't even fit one in your mouth.
I did it.
As you
No.
hold it, it floats around your head, and whilst it's floating around your head, you feel, Chris, a fair bit more wiser, and so
By
you
two.
feel
So
more intelligent. Both of you increase your scores for those respective things by 2.
Ah,
Yep.
lucky you.
That is only those are Yunstones or Lunstones. I'm not really sure. They you can have a look at them in the.
I wish I had the intelligence
DMG.
one. I don't need it.
They only work whilst they're floating around your head, and someone can like yank them away from you, so they're kind of vulnerable. But you can like use an action to like catch it again, and someone
What
else
was
has
the
to like
name of
try
it
and
again?
catch it.
what was the name of the orb again?
And the shaman
Whispering and slashing.
looks points. Sorry. So it's either, I'm not sure. It's either L-I-O-N.
IOUN stone
sorry,
is what came up.
L-O-U-N or I-O-U-N. It's not clear. But then, yeah. So it's an iron stone.
Iron stone.
So you have the iron stone of intellect, Zoe, and you have the iron stone of insight, Chris. And he still has his one left on his staff. Now the Koek shaman points at his staff and points at the stones, and then points the opposite direction to the way you came.
My ship.
And then
And then I
points at
just
your
sort of look over at my ship. It's like my ship.
And that one's not moving, mate. That one, that's a toast.
He keeps pointing north.
Okay.
And he's like gesturing, like, look,
Yay, level
these things
6,
north.
Well,
And we'll end it there.
yeah.
You are now level 6.
Can Ushu just turn and
Oh.
ask Scarlet?
Treasure.
So, what is your plan when we fix the ship? Because,
In the wind, like a whisper in the wind.
And on the wind, you hear, fix the bonsai's
Treasure.
I mean, I don't want to say I
Yeah,
question
you're
your
right.
priorities, but you've got to deal with a god. And
I can't remember what my
Oh,
piety
that
is because
reminds
it's
me.
in my notebook that's
Both
at
of you
home.
gain
I
plus
can't
1
remember what my
piety each.
piety is already
Mark
because
that.
it's
Both
at
of you.
home. I know,
It
but what
doesn't
I'm
do
saying is
anything
we
yet.
already have 1 piety
It
point.
doesn't do anything yet. Just mark that
So
you
we
have plus
2.
1 piety.
That's what I mean is I can't remember. Yeah, so we're 1, 2.
That's fine. It doesn't do anything
Yeah,
yet.
but where? I'm gonna note it.
Yep, so now you have to.
Here.
That's fine. Just mark that you have to,
2 piety.
and we'll deal with it when we deal with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As these Koeks are fervently now setting about building statues made out of twigs and wood and shit. You can't yet tell what they are made of building, but I'm sure you'll find out eventually.
That's the session.
Fantastic. That is the session.
Yes.
And
I like with
have it on the
every
record
episode.
Honestly.
that it was a very good time. Obviously, this is the last session playing with Will. It's been a banging time, and if you can ever find the time again, or even to just drop in for a session, let me know. It'll be a
Will
pleasure
do.
to have
been
a
great playing
we
with
can
you.
make a one-shot character or something like that. Hell, if you ever have
Yeah.
time in your schedule to pop in again, you
Isn't
can
it your
always do that.
first one?
I would love to.
Session.
I've had a great time. It's been my best
First
D&D
campaign.
session yet.
Great campaign.
the session. You pleb.
But there's I guess I don't know what I'm saying. It's been my best D&D campaign that I've participated in yet.
We're
Because
1 for 1.
the
and
other
I'm,
two
I'm
I
happy
did,
with.
I
Oh, you did do it. You've already done 2.
only played.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
played
Oh yeah. I remember
2 different rounds of one. So the first one I did,
Yeah.
I immediately killed someone's character from just trying to jump a ledge. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure I killed someone else's character alongside mine.
Oh my
there
god.
was a whole session and a bridge that was broken, and they spent the entire
God.
session basically dying because none of them could jump the gap,
Oh
which
my
was a
God.
DC 15.
Jesus.
It was ridiculous. None of them had dumps in strength or dexterity, just terrible rolling all around.
God damn.
Yeah. And then the other time I did a crocodile thing, but I only played one game.
Ah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the mount. Wasn't
Yeah,
that
a crocodile
the
with
mount
an
was
intelligence
smarter
of
than the
like
actual
2 or
character or
something.
something?
3. He didn't speak.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one.
Jesus. So there
Yeah.
you go. Congratulations.
So I
You have
finally
you have
got
the beginnings of your cult, and
yeah,
a
and
hell
it'll
of a
only
sacrifice.
grow as I watch more Critical Role.
Should be.
And this, and I'm sure I'll tune into this as everyone should be doing.
Crikey.
Tune
Indeed.
into the Flutey Filibusters.
Crikey,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Well, if
I
you
should
wanna-
stop my recording.
Plug your things,
Ah, you know.
William, especially.
All right. Well, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at V7NC7. I'm writing for What Culture, and I'm gonna start doing more YouTube stuff, and you can see it there on my Twitter. That's where I'll put it. I think I found a niche now. So
Brilliant.
start
Looking
making
forward to
videos.
it. Links are in the
I'll go
description as always.
next. Not really posting at the moment, but Prixia on
Who's next?
Twitter, not on Prixia.ttv on Twitter and Prixia on Twitch. Just watch the spaces, and who knows, something will be there. Just watch the spaces. Yeah. Yeah, they're the main 2.
Someone will be
Instagram
there.
as well. Have I mentioned Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. Instagram's also
At some point.
Prixia.ttv as well. So watch the spaces.
Fantastic. And Chris?
Creatures of the night can come into astral vision with the lights beyond what the mortal realm can provide.
Please tell me you stick to that
with,
as your plug.
with every session that goes past, you become more and more like a Mr. Robot character. Just like
No, I've just really gotten into the vibe of going onto Twitch and recording stuff, and just for moments just looking at the camera, just because I feel like if somebody watches through it, they're gonna get freaked the fuck out. It's just really funny. Just find it really funny, especially when you just see people just kind of noticing the camera, just go, just don't know what to do. Love it.
And I'm me, and you know what I am because you're watching, so you're an
be
idiot if you don't know what I am. And
fine.
if you don't know what I am, still, the links are downstairs, so just fuck off, will you? Christ.
You be what you
Goodbye.
do.
That's
Bye.
it. Goodbye. It's the end now.